We're going to be live on a lot of different things. You know what? Go ahead. Let it rock, bro. A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one that they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress, he was drinking a lot of caffeine, and it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over, and I tried it out for the first day, and this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side, and I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up, and then we're going to try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm going to give it a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Whoo, whoo. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa. Too bad what you know, hero.
Yo, what up? What's good, everybody? I don't know. Okay, we got Kobe over there with the blank screen. What's good? What's good, people? What up, Tina?
What up?
How's life been treating you this week?
Oh, pretty good actually.
Okay.
I'd say.
Yo, that's good. That's good. Big man in the building.
Got a couple.
What's going on, Cole?
Yo, what's going on, man?
How you been, bro?
Chilling, man. Can't complain.
That's what's up, man. Your week been straight?
I'm glad the week over.
I feel you. All right, we're gonna jump into some of these hot topics real quick. Have any one of y'all heard about that Kendrick Lamar diss track?
Oh, yes, I did.
Today was actually my first day listening to it. Like I've been hearing a lot of buzz about it, man. But yeah, it's been created a lot of spark, man. That boy done shook some stuff up. So did you did get a chance to hear it? You did get a chance to check out the track?
Man, I had to listen to that thing like 3.
Tina, are you familiar? Did you get a chance to hear the diss track?
No, I didn't get a chance to hear it, but I did get a chance to like read that there was one.
Yeah, it was a lot of. If you didn't listen to any of Drake or Kendrick or Drake or J. Cole songs, you would never understand what he was talking about.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out why though. Why all of a sudden out of nowhere did he just like start?
They probably been sneak deal.
You think they've been sneak dissing? Damn bird. Yeah, man, we're gonna figure it out. So did y'all see Juvenile's 400 Degrees? He just dropped a video for an album that he did back in like 1990 something. Before it. Yeah, you're not familiar with 400 Degrees?
I haven't heard Juvenile in I don't know how long.
But they say that it was genius though, man, because a lot of people jumped on it. It's actually trending on YouTube right now. I think it's like in the top 25. I think it's at like 18th trending right now. To come back after all of those years, ain't nobody heard about him, but he did a song off of an album. I think I want to say it was like his very best album. Took a song that hold on, let me see. He ended up taking a song that was gonna do well, that he thought was gonna do well, man, and it actually did. But here's the crazy thing though, because a lot of people saying that he's genius, and this is now Chris Brown did something similar to this. Now it wasn't as long, but have y'all ever heard of that song called Under the Influence?
Yes.
So
Right.
So it was a lot of Chris Brown was getting a lot of hits on one of these older songs that he did, and he went back. I don't know if it was last year or the year before last, and did a video for that thing, and it actually it was popping, man. So I don't think this was the first time that something like this has been done, but I do think that it is genius though. It's a perfect way to promote whatever you got going on. Because I don't know, I know it's supposed to be like the 25th anniversary or something like that, man. Juvenile, it's been a minute since Juvenile done been outside. Don't quote me on that, man. It's been a minute, but this was a perfect way to launch that, like to make him relevant again. Put that thing on YouTube and let that thing do numbers. I keep telling people, man, YouTube is the perfect tool for you guys to use. Y'all don't be listening to me though. So other trending topics was Baltimore, the bridge collapsed. I wanted to tap in with y'all and see what y'all thought about that bridge collapsing. There's been a lot of speculation out there about what actually happened. Did y'all hear about it?
Yes, I did hear about it. I heard about it on the radio one morning on my way to work. And then my play sister, she had posted, she said, look at more of the biblical way, metaphorical way of what that means too. And we actually last night she had called and we was talking about a lot of stuff. And that was actually one of the things that had came up was that and what that actually means and represents. But from the story that was on the radio, it was saying that something happened with the cargo ship, and I don't remember exactly what they said had happened because they was still saying that they was investigating the situation, but it's supposed to be the cargo ship, something malfunctioned and crashed into the bridge.
Yeah, that's the story that they've been giving everybody, man. Kobe, did you get a chance to hear about that, man? That crazy mess that happened in Baltimore?
Yeah, I heard about it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I know I had got one person said, oh, it just collapsed on its own. I was like, I don't really know of a bridge that would just collapse out of nowhere. And then that's when I heard this morning about the cargo ship possibly hitting it to cause it collapse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very unfortunate. I hope they solve the investigation in regards of it, but thoughts and prayers out to everybody that was a part of that, because I know that was very traumatizing just to watch and to experience if you were on that bridge.
Yeah, definitely some facts, man. So also talking about Baltimore, man. Baltimore is actually selling homes for $1 each. So if you have like a nonprofit or whatever, I don't know if regular people, like just regular individuals, can access and purchase a home for $1, but I do know like small organizations or whatever. You can go to Baltimore. I think you got to call the governor or something like that, and all of those homes that need to be renovated or whatever, you can go ahead and purchase those things for $1 each. Like Jeff Hilarious already said, listen, I'm gonna go up there with $20. Look, hey, let me get a whole block. Let me get a whole block, man. Slap that $25 or that $20 or that $25 down, and she's gonna renovate, do all of that stuff. And I think she said she's gonna move her family in there, which is, I think, is genius. Charlemagne even said that he was gonna invest in it. And I think even DJ Envy said that he was gonna, basically pour into that, man. I think you got to have a nonprofit. I don't think it's just to anybody. And I believe you have to have like some residents or be a resident of Baltimore. I think. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, houses for $1.
Yeah, there's actually other places in the States. I don't know if it's for $1, but they're like, if you come and live here, your first 2 years might be free. You get food vouchers, transportation things. There's a lot of incentives for like some places within the state. There's some places within different countries that do that too. If you move, if you up and move to these different places, you can actually your child care coverage could be taken care of. I don't know. I can't remember all of it, but yeah, it was a lot of incentives. And I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can find me a little place.
I know. I've actually had a few friends that were, I want to say it was like Alaska. They were in like Alaska. And for a portion of time, like they were actually paying them to stay up there, even go to school, go to college or something up there in Alaska. But that's interesting, man. I mean, not just, Alaska, but other states as well. Like I want to say that Mike Epps he actually bought a block. I don't know if it was in Indianapolis or where he was at, but he actually bought up and renovated an entire block where he's from. They definitely out here doing it, man. Kobe, you
Yeah, he
want to
actually has
comment?
a show. Actually has a show on HGTV about it.
Oh, you mean like him going through the process of renovating?
Yeah, like it's a whole show with him and his wife renovating houses on his block, and the houses that majority that he had renovated were the houses that he grew up in.
Wow, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, did y'all hear about random women being punched walking around in New York? Just random women that were just walking, doing their own little thing, and for no reason at all, this guy was going around and just punching women in the face.
No.
Crazy.
I'd be
That's
damned.
it's crazy. So they end up catching the guy, but it was just one dude. It was just one guy. He was going around. I forgot what his name was. He had some type of strange. It wasn't a normal name, so I'm guessing do whatever do whatever you want to do with that. But he had like one of these crazy off the wall names. But what really tripped me out is they said that he's already been out. Like they booked him or whatever, and it sounded like the guy only spent maybe a day in jail after going around and punching. Like this happened to a few different women. It wasn't just one. It was one that actually recorded a video, and they said that she had like a big knot on her head. She was out just walking her dog, just chilling, and dude, just punched her. Crazy, man. I tell you, I've been.
Ain't nobody see this. Ain't nobody catch him. Ain't nobody.
Broad open daylight. It happened broad open daylight. This wasn't at night. This was during the day, broad open daylight, and I guess ain't nobody really do nothing to him. Of course, again, they found the guy, so I'm guessing they had to go look for him, but they end up finding the guy. They booked him, locked him up for a short while, and he got like right out. That's crazy. Insane, man. We got one more hot topic for the day. So the Playboy bunny, my bad, a Playboy model that tried to bribe a federal agent to basically get her boyfriend out of jail or get like a lighter sentence or something like that. So her boyfriend was caught with, I think it was drugs, money. I don't know if it was actually a gun, but they did say that he had like some bullets and some other stuff or whatever. And I don't know if he was already a felon, but she tried to bribe him. Do y'all want to know or guess what she tried to bribe him with? My bad. we got any guesses? What she tried to bribe the federal agent with? Because supposedly the federal agent, I guess, knew the judge, and I guess she was trying to get to him because the federal agent knew the judge and he was a friend of the judge. She was trying to get him a lighter sentence. Do y'all want to know what she tried to bribe him with?
Some
That
food.
box.
No,
both of y'all went on one zone.
I was trying not to be so obvious. I said the food. Some food.
That damn good of a cook. Right. What you said, Kobe?
That box.
So that's what I was thinking when I first heard the story. The first thing I thought, I was either thinking of the Gawk 3000 with the twist top or whatever on it, or the box. But no, it was actually, he tried to bribe him with $5,000. So $5,000. He's going to give him $2,500 now, and then give him $2,500 after her boyfriend was released, allegedly. And I'm just trying to figure out $5,000 though, out of all things, right? You're dealing with a federal agent, somebody that I'm pretty sure, man, listen, I know that ain't even close to half of his doggone paycheck. What am I gonna do with $2,500? Like, and that's the only thing you got to offer me? 25? Like, nah, fam. I'm thinking at least like 50 to 100. I'm not saying that people should do this. You should not try to bribe anybody. But if you gonna come step correct, man, with something, what the hell am I, man? I'll wipe my doggone butt with $2,500, man. You gonna do nothing for me, man.
So what she charged for that bribery?
Yeah, they end up locking her up. Yeah, they end up locking her up, and they hit her with a few different charges. Charges. The nerve of her, man. Well, I tell you, Hamburglar. Kobe, did you? What was that? Oh, my bad, y'all. When I tell you companies today, I've been getting emails left and right from different companies sending so many emails. Anyway, I wanted to go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and watch this clip. It's about a wife, quote unquote, man. You make sure you put that thing in big, bold, black. A wife gives her husband a pass to cheat. All right. And I'm gonna let y'all read the rest of it because I don't want to give too much away, but she's basically giving him a pass to cheat. Look at why you look to the side, Tina. What's going on though?
I'm checking on Junior.
Wait. All right, here we go. Let me see. Let's bring this up.
Oh. Though I knew that option was put forth.
Hold on, brother. Don't get ahead of yourself. All right, here we go.
So after I cheated on my husband, I gave him a hall pass. But here's the reason why I did that. It's because I didn't want to take the responsibility of getting rid of all demons that I opened up my marriage to. And usually this is what people do when they cheat. They want their spouse to cheat on them back. So it would give them a reason to feel better in some way. But let me tell you, that's the wrong way to do it. It's the wrong way to go about it because at the end of the day, you make matters worse.
And even though I knew that option was put forth in front of me, I knew that wasn't the right choice.
Yeah.
That's not the way that we try to rebuild a marriage. If you want to stay in a marriage that's still on a downfall and just ride it out downhill, that's up to you if you want to make that choice. But I was not about to make that same choice if I know I also have another option of getting back in the face of God, praying for my marriage, praying for my wife, and trying to do the things and correct the wrongs that we had that led us into that position.
Wow, man, listen. Good grief. Like I want to say I watched that clip. I watched that clip a few times. And I still don't believe what the heck I'm hearing and watching, man. So what are y'all thoughts on this? So a young lady stepped outside of her marriage. She cheated. And she gave her husband an option to cheat as well. But the husband basically said, you know what? I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to pray. We're going to go through counseling or whatever. And we're going to work on this thing. What are y'all thoughts on this? Jeez. Salute to that brother. Boy. Ain't no way in the hell. Ain't no, boy. I'm about to flip this table. Ain't no way. You done lost your mother flipping mind. And I guess she's sitting on his lap. Boy, this ain't another Derrick Jackson moment. But basically things just been reversed. You sitting here, man. Whoo. Boy, I couldn't get up out of that thing quick enough. Ain't no way. Salute to that brother, though, man. Let me tell you something. You have great character. The fact that you still chose to stay, the fact that you chose not to take that road of, sleeping around with other people because of, the type of, a can of worms that can possibly open. This guy has great character. And I'm gonna keep it a man. Women like that do not deserve guys like that. They really don't. Like that's insane, man. But he's a good guy, great guy. What are y'all thoughts on this, man? Gave him a pass. He's like, hey, if you want to, feel free. Sister Johnson over there looking all oiled up and whatnot. You might well go ahead, you know, man.
They
Woo!
said two wrongs don't make it right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say, like I was singing, trying to say, two wrongs don't make it right. So I do applaud the guy, the husband, but all of that infidelity should have been out of there before you made that commitment to be with this person like that. I don't really.
I definitely feel that. I definitely feel that, man. This brother, I'm telling you, that boy's strong. That boy is strong. Woo! Kobe, you want to chime in on this real quick?
He a good one. He a good one. I couldn't, man. I couldn't, like, because normally cheating is pretty much the like end all be all. Like, you cheat, it's a wrap. That's it.
Whoo! Damn, burger boy. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate y'all for chiming in and whatnot, man. You know, I'm gonna keep making it do what it do. We're gonna keep making it do what it do. Appreciate the love and support, whatnot. But yeah, nah, man, we definitely rocking like that. That's man. I can go down that rabbit hole, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Just know, just heck no, man. Men are like wolves. Like, hey, once that food been touched, man, nah, I'm good, man. All right. So the question is, do you want a 50-50 relationship, or are you looking for a traditional relationship?
You want me to go first, Tina?
I mean, I can go. I can go. And y'all can follow if y'all want to. So,
all right.
Honestly, I don't really look at anything as 50-50. Like, I'm gonna need a whole 100 from you. I'm gonna need a whole 100 from you. Now, when you talk about like bills and all of those things or whatever, I believe that currently I'm at the point where, listen, I can pay for the rent, I can pay for the mortgage, you know what I mean? But I still want her to have some type of responsibility, you know, some type of purpose. Because one thing about me is I'm already cleaning up, right? I know a lot of people talk about the cooking, the cleaning, you know, being somebody's piece, all of that or whatever. I'm doing most of the cleanup. I clean this crib from spick and span every single day, and I run a tight ship. My house is going to be clean at all times. I'm talking about cleaning the inside of the refrigerator, toilets, around, inside, all of that. But when it comes to the bills, I would say maybe more like a 80-20, 90-10. I don't mind paying all of it as long as the young lady understands how to be a woman. You know what I mean? And she does all of those things. Like, if she's keeping up with herself, you know, physically, you know, she's fixing herself up every time, you know, she goes out or whatever. She's, you know, hitting the weight room, working out, you know, making sure, you know, the hands and the feet are looking nice. Skin is always oiled, you know, little stuff like that. Then I would absolutely love to be responsible for all the bills. And the thing about me is, listen, you ain't never got to worry about a bill getting behind, anything getting cut off, anything. I'm one of those type of people that's going to pay those bills ahead of time. Listen, we are good for the next 6 months, the next year, or that stuff has already been paid off. We no longer have to worry about that anymore. If she's the type of young lady, again, that understands who she is and she's focusing on those things, I have no issue with being the traditional male and covering full expenses. I don't really necessarily know about the 50-50. I don't know. I don't think I've ever be a 50-50 type of guy. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot that comes with that I don't want no parts in. I need to say so over this household. You know what I'm saying? So I would not mind taking on the finances. Yeah, that's my take on it. Go ahead. Somebody go ahead.
I was about to say ladies first, but I'm gonna piggyback off of the part of bringing, each party bringing in 100% on just themselves, really, and then I would say traditional. I definitely would say traditional because, like, pretty much like you were saying, like if I'm keeping up both inside, outside, home, working, a man, they should be the provider, protector. That role should be taken care of.
All right, Kobe, it's on you. Pass that ball to 2-4.
Yeah, I agree with the traditional. 'Cause I think originally I was gonna say 50-50, and then I was like, well, my relationship's not like that, so it's not like that anyway. It's we're both putting in 100%. So I would definitely say traditional is most for sure.
So a follow-up question would be why the traditional, why not the 50-50? If y'all can kind of dive into that a little bit. Like I told y'all, like it ain't gonna be 50-50 because I want to be in control. You know what I mean? And I prefer to pay the bills because I know, and I'm not saying that, women, they can't pay their bills and stuff on time or whatever. I just know with me, I would rather control like those core things to keep everything running. You know what I mean? That type of that stuff can weigh heavy on a woman, and if you take that burden, off of her back or whatever, I do believe in a lot of cases that could, bring out the softer side because she don't have to worry about that anymore. Like I know for a fact that this man is going to pay the mortgage every month, or that mortgage is paid off. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about, us getting put out because it's been paid off. I don't have to worry about the lights getting cut off because I know that he's going to pay it. I don't have to worry about where our next meal is going to come from because I know that he's going to make sure that, this house has what it needs. And that just helps her be, a softer version of herself.
Let me ask you this question before Tina, you respond. Will that, like taking care of the bills and all that, does that have something to do with the amount of income you bring in or how much you're making?
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think that, again, man, I mean, you got to understand if a guy is making, let's just say a guy is making $30,000-$40,000 a year, and for whatever reason they end up getting themselves into a situation where the bills are pretty much more than what he's bringing in, then you're damn right. I mean, the young lady needs to understand, okay, I need to make sure that I'm basically pitching in, but I still feel like, again, with that man being the head of the household or whatever, he still should have, more control. But for myself, you know what I mean, I just prefer to pay all of those things because, again, I know that they're going to be paid. And I don't know, man, it's just something about, being able to pay the bills and, having people, stay with you or whatever. I don't know. It's just a good feeling, man. It just strengthens that masculinity for some reason. I don't know. Ain't that about a bit? Dadgummit. Boy, I tell you. They all, hey, this doggone what's the name always hating on me, man. This camera always hating on me.
Mhm.
It's all right. There we go. All right, let's rock. Let's rock. But yeah, income definitely matters, man. You know, I don't think no guy should be out there stressing more than what he has to. That young lady should be your support system at the end of the day. She should be able to pitch in. So if you need a little bit of help or whatever until you hit your financial stride, because again, most men don't hit their financial stride until they're early to mid 40s, I believe. So, if you haven't gotten to that point just yet, then damn right, she should be more than happy to pitch in and help without question.
Tina.
I mean,
You sound like your brother just. And Craig let him do it.
I mean, you pretty much said what I was thinking in probably a more elaborate, more understanding type of way too. And it reminded me of what was it? It was a video. What?
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to stop. What the hell? My bad, y'all. What just happened?
It reminded me of a video where it was a lady. I think she said that she made more money, but he was still, head of household. I'm trying to think of what it was. But basically, he still, took care of business, and she was still in her soft era. She still, catered to him. Where need be, she let him be a leader. He was a good leader. Yeah, but you pretty much said everything that I was.
I'm a little curious. I don't mean to make this about race, but I'm just curious. What race was that?
I think they were they Caucasian? I think they were Caucasian.
Yeah, because I was thinking, right? I was listening to Kevin Samuels a few years back, and he used to always talk about those women in the corporate world, how they would be making all of this money, right? They would be like the CEOs of these big companies, and they still would go home and still be soft and feminine towards their husbands. They don't bring that stuff through the door when they come through there. They know how to turn that thing on and turn it off. They understand, like, listen, when I'm out there at work, this is the type of behavior that I have to display in order to make sure that I stay on top of my game. But when I go home to my husband, even though he don't make, nowhere near as much money as I make, I still understand how things need to go at home. And so they're able to find success in business and their personal life. And unfortunately, it is, I was hoping that it was, going to be, some people that look like us, but most of those stories that I hear is honestly coming from other races. And I think that's honestly unfortunate, because listening to these different podcasts, a lot of our people believe that you have to choose one or the other. You can't have both. And the thing is, yeah, you can definitely pursue a career, and also have a husband and a family at home. You just got to know how to go about doing things, man. You can't be dominant in both spaces. Most of the time that don't work out. Look at Oprah. Oh Lord. All right, so we got another clip. Anybody got anything else that they want to add before we get into this next clip?
I was gonna say some conspiracies about Oprah, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Go ahead. We want to hear it. Wait. Please fill us in, because I might be there with you.
I don't think it relates though. That's the thing.
I mean, we're talking about Oprah. Go ahead. Just know you ain't gonna get no car, but it's all good. It's all good.
She didn't even pay for those cars. What I came across was the people in the audience were folks that really needed the car, so they could not afford it. her production went out and found those folks, and the taxes on those cars was like $7,000, where she could have paid for that, but she did not pay for that. So I don't know if I'm not really sure if the people even got those cars, because if you were one of those people that was in the audience, they were audience members that were in need of certain things. So who had $7,000 sitting around? The video was also saying that, was comparing her worth to, like, let's say, what was the numbers? Let's say it was somebody that made a decent amount of money, and the taxes that they would have had to pay was equivalent to the 7,000 times. I want to say it was like 32 people. It could have been a little bit more, but it was like the taxes in comparison was like $50. Mainly saying that she could have paid that for those people, but she didn't need to do that because I don't know what was the reason that they gave or what, but it wasn't even a free car. So yeah,
that's crazy. Dang. Oprah, all that money.
I don't know if it's true, my bad. I don't know if it's true or not. But
we'll just say allegedly. You can always throw that word.
Allegedly, that's what the catch was.
I don't put it past. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't never trust Oprah. I know a lot of people was, always wanting to go on Oprah's show and get Oprah to sign your book or whatever. But yeah, I ain't never trust that lady ever since The Color Purple. Ever since I heard about The Color Purple, because I never watched it. Ever since I was like, yeah, I don't trust her. It's just something about it. I just don't trust her. Well, anywho, let's go ahead and get into this Kevin Samuels clip. Oh, did you have anything you wanted to add, Cole?
Nah, man, you pretty much hit the nail on the coffin, so we good.
Gotcha. Now I think this is at the top. Let's see.
She wants your place. She wants to be on the mortgage, on the will.
So no, this is not the beginning. So as soon as the this thing roll around a little bit, then we'll let it rock. That boy was cooking, man. That boy was cooking.
You got to judge the man based on okay. He makes you tender and moist, don't he? You better have it. Start judging the man by the women that are looking at you. Do you catch women looking at your man, Brittany?
Yeah.
Then you better have a conversation. If he's attractive to other women, for whatever reason, ladies, if he's attractive to other women, for whatever reason, ladies, high value or just good looking, you best have the conversation on cheating with rules or responsibly. Or run the risk of him not knowing. I'm only trying to help. Ladies, you need to understand, if you have a man that's in a certain caliber, women you think men ain't.
So he's not, before we get into this clip, he's not just speaking about high value men. All right. Not just speaking about high value men. Like he'll throw that out there, but this does not just apply to high value men. This can honestly apply to even average guys, depending on their mindset. A lot of things that he speaks about, a guy with that certain type of mindset. Because listen, man, you don't have to be high value yet. You can be one of those Henrys. I think what is it? Basically, they haven't reached that point just yet, but you can oftentimes tell what type of man you are dealing with based on his mindset. Also, the same goes for a woman as well. But yeah,
in your DMs, women are trying to take your place, not just men are just trying to get in your panties. Ladies, hear me and hear me well. Many men will screw you. Most men won't take care of you. Women want your place. So if you got a man that's a high value guy, she wants your place. She wants to be on the mortgage, on the will. So if you got an average guy, you don't have as many women trying to do that. Now I'll just say that. Doesn't mean it can't still happen. And I still say, here's another thing. Here's the thing. If you have an average guy, ladies, he's above average looking, you better have a conversation anyway.
And see, that's the crazy thing. That's another thing that, and I was listening to a young lady on, what is it called? The Daily Wrap-Up Crew. And she was basically going about, and I don't really disagree with what she was saying, but she was saying that, women have more guys checking for them than guys have women checking for them. And I was like, yo, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know, fam. Let me tell you something. I get some crazy, and I'm pretty sure a lot of guys can honestly vouch. They can probably, agree and say the same thing. Get a lot of random inboxes from random women trying to shoot their doggone shot, right? Hey, how you doing? Throwing their number in there. And I'm talking about from all different races. It's like, yo, I don't even know what the hell that means. But basically just saying that, again, I don't disagree with guys trying to get at women more often. But to what he's saying is most of those guys that are trying to get at those women, in a lot of cases, it's just for sex, right? When a woman is trying to get at a man, I'm not saying that it's not, but most of those women that are trying to get at that man, in most cases, unless he's leading with his money or something like that, she really trying to holler because she's trying to be on his arm long term. You do have some women out there that some slut buckets or whatever. They just trying to throw that thing around. I'm not counting them, but most of the chicks that's in their inbox, they're in there for better reasons, I think. Because again, guys can sleep with anybody and have little to no emotions with that young lady. But when you have a woman that's giving that thing to a man, trust and believe, there's gonna be feelings involved more times than not.
You got to judge the man based on okay. He makes you tender and moist, don't he? You better have to. Start judging the man by the women that are looking at you. Do you catch women looking at your man, Brittany?
Yeah.
Then you better have a conversation. If he's attractive to other women for whatever reason, ladies, if he's attractive to other women for whatever reason, ladies, high value or just good looking, you best have the conversation on cheating with rules or responsibly. Or run the risk of him not knowing. I'm only trying to help.
And honestly, I think that's all he did, man. All he was doing is just trying to give a lot of those women game. And I don't think a lot of people honestly really listen to what that man had to say. Do y'all have any anything that y'all want to ask or add to whatever it is that he was saying?
He was pretty much telling the truth. It's almost like in a sense of like he was pretty much giving the game on a man's side and a woman's side.
Mm-hmm.
He was just running the game. He said like the guys just want the buns, the women want the funds. That's just how it is. That's how it is though. It's because if you look at it, like men that lead with their money wants that pretty woman that's just standing off to the side, don't say a word, just stay over there and be pretty. So it's like that sometimes. Funds, and for funds and women they're looking, like you said, they're looking for their stability, security, chase the bag. That's all it is.
That provision, yeah. We can hear audio this time. Yeah, I made sure. All right, we went back to the drawing board and we fixed everything. All right, so y'all ain't got to worry about the audio acting crazy this time. All right, Tina, you have anything you wanted to add, or you had any questions about what he was saying?
I'm gonna just say hey to the people real quick. I actually more have a question, like what is the conversation to be had? I think I get it, but it's still a little foggy.
What you mean the conversation needs to be had?
Of cheating, like what kind of what should she be asking, or what I don't know, like
Let me ask you this: when you're getting ready to date somebody, if you think about it, nobody really has conversation about what the rules of your relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody never discussed the rules of relationship. It's just hey, are we dating? All right, cool. Because all you gonna think is, well, we're together, so he should know not to cheat on me, or I'm with her, so she should know not to cheat on me. I should not have to cheat on her. It's just it just depends. I think certain people they just jump into a relationship and they assume what the expectations are without even having a conversation and discussing them.
Okay.
And I think that's something. I think honestly, for me saying it, I think that's something that's probably should be happening a lot more often. People sitting down having these conversations about what our relationship is going to be like. What's the non-negotiables? What's the I'm not having it. Like if you do this, it's a wrap.
And I think one of the things that Kevin Samuels was speaking about, man, is again, and also standing on business. And I'm trying to remember if I seen this video, but I'm thinking that he was speaking to again one of those women that believe that she looks good or whatever, and women is not really checking for her man like that. But like he was saying in that video, like, listen, them chicks that's checking that's probably in his inbox. If you have a average or above average looking guy, you got a lot of women that want to take your spot. It's a lot of chicks out there that's trying to take your spot. And when you start adding certain things, adding certain layers to that, again, if the guy looks average or he's above average looking, when you start adding things like money, when you start adding things like status, you start adding things like, he's able to have a conversation with people. Like when you start adding all of those things, more and more women are checking that guy out. Like I ain't gonna cap. I was in the where was I want to say I think we were at the mall. This was years ago. Years ago, we were at the mall, and I don't know if I was walking past. I was walking past Journeys, and I was with a young lady, and it was a group of women that walked past, like close as hell. Like, damn, girl, you better hold him tight because I promise you, let him go or you let him out your sight. And I'm like, I went ahead and checked it right then and there, but in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, what the freak is going on? I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good, man. But again, a guy that's walking around, and I had like a nice little dress shirt, tie, looking nice. Like I was sure of myself. And I'm in my own little world. Like I'm just zoned out or whatever. I'm thinking about content or whatever. And again, you got three beautiful women that walks past. And really, I'm just gonna say, not even really paying attention to the young lady that's beside, but women can be a lot more aggressive. They most certainly can, man. So I had to nip that stuff in the bud right then and there. But back to what Kevin was saying, again, when you start adding layers, it's a lot of women out there that's checking for that guy. That's either especially those average to above average looking guys. And you start adding stuff onto the pile, I'm telling you, man, they are coming out the woodwork, like busting out of closets and everything. Is he single now? Like, is he single? So making sure that, it's okay to be confident, but don't be crazy. Don't think that you're the only one that's checking for that guy, and have these type of conversations with that guy as well. You know what I mean? About,
Don't let you be married either.
Oh yeah, that ring is sad, but that's a lady puller, man. It's sad as heck. You at the gym and you got that doggone ring on it. You don't care nothing about that. That's why I say women can honestly be more vicious, man. They can be a lot more vicious because there are more women on this earth than there are men. For every guy, it's like 10 women trying to get. I'm telling, hey, man, got to be more careful.
I'm trying to tell you, that ring on your finger is just a piece of jewelry to them.
So, what is a man's role in a relationship? And then we'll reverse it for the guys. What is a woman's role in a relationship? Well, you can actually answer both, and y'all can tell us what do you think a man's role in a relationship is, and what is a woman's role in a relationship. A woman's role is to be y'all take too long. I'm gonna go start. A woman's role, I believe, is to be that support system, right? Just all in a nutshell, try to sum it up as quickly as possible. A woman's job is to be that man's support system in any and everything that he does. That's her job in the relationship. And a man's job is to be a leader, to be leading his life and lead, whoever is falling behind him, whether it's a wife, whether it's a wife and kids, whether it's two wives, and whatever you got going on. Your job is to lead, provide, and protect those people that's inside of that household. I think that's pretty much to kind of like sum it up in a nutshell, I think. I can't go twice.
All right, I'll go. I think she's looking at me for me to go. I'll go. Same thing that you said. It's all about leading, providing, protecting, and I feel like in a sense, as being in that male role, I feel like we're teachers too. If you think about it, we're always teaching our women things that they've never experienced when it comes financially, emotionally, physically, anything. Like especially financially, like, we always teach our women how to create business plans, how to start your own business, become be entrepreneur, anything. Because I feel like regardless if you're dating a person or you're married to somebody, whether you break up or you get divorced, you always take a piece of something that you learn from that person and you use that and put that to good use down the road.
Okay.
Yeah. So
go ahead.
pretty much piggybacking off of both of y'all. Male, lead, protect. I would say teach. Because it's more of I feel like it's more in a logical way of how things are run in society, in the world, business-wise. I would say sometimes a female can teach a male on certain stuff, like, to kind of a little bit get in touch with his emotional side. But about that. But
I'm actually about that. We need to dive.
And so, yeah, the woman, her role is, to be support system. Y'all pretty much said it all. Yeah, y'all pretty much said it all. Nurturing, caring, beautiful. I don't know.
Yeah, just to kind of go off of that. Also, man, I think one of the most important things, and honestly, I think this goes before being that support system, being any of those things. She need to make sure that she's good. I don't care who you are. Like, I do believe that everybody should have like a selfish part of themselves where I'm first focusing on me, because if I'm not good, there's no reason why I need to be worried about anybody else. Like, if my mental health is not where it needs to be, my physical health is not where it needs to be, if none of those things are where they need to be, then I need to focus on me. And to those people that are in relationships, because a lot of people use this to get out of relationships, and I don't really rock with that. Because, when you get yourself into a situation, a relationship, a marriage, or whatever, you need to make sure that you stay true to that, especially if you get in a marriage, right? If your mental health is not where it needs to be, then you go seek a professional. And that person that you are with, they're supposed to be somewhat like your support system. I support you through any and everything. Just because you're going through something, I don't think unless that person is causing you like physical harm or something like that. But I do think that a lot of people, instead of taking the easy way out, which is jumping in and out of relationships because of their quote unquote mental health or whatever, I think that people need to go and seek therapy, sit down with a therapist, and hopefully it's a good therapist that's not just going to cater to a certain sex. You know what I mean? That's really trying to give you something that's going to help benefit you in the long run. Like, they're not one of those, I don't like using this word, but one of those people that's speaking and talking. I'm not even going to say toxic. I'll say from a negative point of view. The people that don't have the results. You have to be careful about, who you're sharing that information with, who you're listening to, who you're taking advice from, because those people, again, could be hurt people leading you down a doggone dead end. You got to be careful about that. So the people that I know that still have successful relationships, because it's going to be bumpy, and speaking and talking to a therapist, and if there's something going on in your relationship, both of y'all need to sit down and go to a counselor or a therapist or whatever, and y'all seek and get that therapy together. But yeah, I think that if more people honestly spend time focusing on themselves, especially the women first, like, you focus on yourself first. You are always going to be responsible for yourself before you lead anybody, before you follow anybody. You need to make sure that you're good. So a woman's job, before we start getting into all the other stuff, is to make sure that she's taking care of herself and everything else that she's supposed to be taking care of before she gets over there to the other side, which is bringing a man into her world and listening and following his lead. Always focus on yourself first. Got to make sure I point that out. The next question it's kind of to piggyback off of that question is, have y'all ever asked a woman that question, or have you ever asked the man that you're with, that question? What are the roles? Or what role do you want?
Yeah. I've actually, not actually my wife, but I've actually had conversations with other people in regards of like, what do they think the roles are of male or female when it comes to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard the man, you just got to do everything. I just want to be a stay-at-home mom. I don't want to deal with all that. And it's surprising majority of it, I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so surprised, because I'm thinking in my mind, like, man, do you see how everything is now?
Right. Yeah.
Do you see how this world is now when it comes to people trying to make it out here?
Mm-hmm.
With the way this economy is? But hey, it's just hearing some of these comments and having these conversations with certain people is very surprising, and it's very eye-opening, because you assume everybody's the same, but not everybody is.
So do you ever plan on having that conversation, with your wife or whatever, just asking her?
To be honest, like, I felt like I never had to have that conversation with her.
Okay.
Because when we dated, we might have had that conversation when we dated, but it was nothing like,
okay,
oh, you're gonna do this and this and this and this and this, and I'm gonna do this and this and this. We pretty much from the get-go was like, we're in this together, we're gonna do this 100%. Like, this ain't no, like, I take care of this, you take care of that. It just happened. It was more of like, all right, I get paid this month, so I take care of these bills because this is the time I get paid. And then whenever you get paid, you just take care of the rest of the bills. It don't matter how much if that person's paying more, less, or the same amount, y'all both still putting in that work to take care of what y'all need to take care of. It don't really matter.
Right. All right, Tina, I don't know if you heard, but the follow-up to the question was, have you ever had a chance, or have you ever asked, anybody, like, what was their role in a relationship, or what do they maybe expect your role to be in a relationship?
Probably not as heavy, not that deep. It's probably like just a little question here and there, but overall, no.
Break it down to it. When you say a little question, we're going like when we want to make sure we ask. When you say a little question here and there, what do you mean by that?
A little statement like at one point it was a little while ago, he was like, I like for my women to, wear dresses or be nice and stuff like that. Yeah, it was like a little question statement here and there, but it wasn't like in depth of, this is the role, this is my role type of thing. It wasn't like that.
Oh yeah, we're thinking about like maybe like gender roles, like that. You know what I mean? Like what you are responsible for. Like I want you to be responsible for cooking, cleaning. He's responsible for taking out the trash, like stuff like that. Have you ever had like conversations like that? You know what I mean?
No.
I guess I'm kind of curious. That was one of the questions. I was like, because I'm more though. Well, now I be wanting to have those type of conversations to see what somebody's head is at. I'm all for like learning, paying attention to what people like and what they don't like. But when and I think you can spend pretty much every day, really getting to know somebody, because you can have 1,000,000 conversations every day and you still don't fully, know a person, because people change, every day, every week or whatever. So I think having those type of conversations, again, just another opportunity for you to be able to bond with the person that you're with. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, I got anything y'all wanted to add with that? And I also want to say what's up too. All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? I ain't forgot about you. Just wanted to speak to everybody, man. What's good? Should have did that when I first came in. My bad. But yeah, I wanted to talk about what this stream is about. P. Diddy. Damn, Burger Boy, the diddler. The escape artist getting up out of here, dog. So I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of, the P. Diddy situation that's going on. I heard a lot of people said that he was basically saying F them kids. He had to dip, left the kids at the house. He took the private jet. Got up out of there. So have y'all been hearing about the P. Diddy thing? What are y'all thoughts on it? They've been talking about it for long.
I heard a little bit about it, but at this point, it seemed like these last few years is let's bring everything to the light. Let's like whoever is in a situation where hush money was involved or they were fearing for their life or anything like that. It seemed like the last 4 years have been like, let's put this person out, let's put them on blast, and let's clear the air. And that's how it really's been. Like, I'm pretty sure y'all grew up on it. Like, has anybody seen that docuseries of Quiet on the Set?
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it just yet, but now I've heard about it.
Yeah, I want you to check it out. And it's so interesting. It's so shocking and it hurts because, man, it's about the kid actors behind the scenes of Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to check it out because all I can say is it's so sad and it made me look at Nickelodeon so different.
Yeah. Man. Like I have been hearing, different things here and there from different clips. I watch, podcast shows and people talking about it all the time. They had Keenan talk about it. He was basically saying like, listen, I really can't speak on that because when I was there, we didn't necessarily like have those issues. The guy that they were talking about, I forgot what the guy's name is, but he didn't take over until after we left, like the Keenan and Kel show and all that. And also, the big stars, people like Keenan and Kel that had their own show. You know, they did start at All That or whatever, and you know, went on to movies and on all these different TV shows. Even had, I guess you can kind of say, like a little rapping career. Him rapping with Immature, what Kel was, but yeah, going off to do all of these things. Like I didn't get a chance to experience any of those things. I mean, it's unfortunate that, you know, anybody, especially, you know, children, had to go through that mess. But basically, listen, I really can't speak on it, man. Like, shoot, I'm trying to push this doggone Good Burger too. Shoot. That's all I can talk about right now, dog. And it's unfortunate that you have somebody like him that's speaking up instead of the directors and all the rest of the grown people and the other staff that was actually there. Like, no, y'all go out and interview those people. Why are you sitting there asking, you know, him? He got nothing to, he already told you he ain't got nothing to do with this, man. Like, shit,
Yeah, majority of the people that they were bringing on are the people that suffered through that. And because one of the people that were interviewed was there when he was there. So that is pretty interesting. Like I said, I would recommend everybody to watch. As of right now, it's 4 episodes, and I heard the 5th one's supposed to be coming out, I think, sometime in April. But I definitely suggest everybody to watch it because it's a really good docuseries, and it's very sad, and I feel bad, man.
That's crazy. So, Tina, what are your thoughts on this P. Diddy situation? Do you think that it's over? Do you think that it's over for P. Diddy, or you think he gonna, you know, wiggle his way out of this thing or whatever?
Well, this and the other stuff that he just mentioned was actually some of the other things that me and my play sister was talking about last night.
Where's she at? Why she ain't jump on this thing? Since I know you done mentioned it twice.
Ohio this weekend. I was like, man, if you was already there or something, you probably should have just hopped on, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was actually one of the things that me and her had talked about. Dang. What did we say about P. Diddy? What did we say? It was like, well, you know, too many people was coming up, you know, saying, you know, allegations coming up about what he did. And we were talking about, well, you know, in the victim mindset, in the victim mind, or, you know, it's going to take some time to come out. But what about the kids? And they brought up Usher and, you know, because it was a lot. We was on the phone for like almost 2-3 hours. And that's where, you know, like I said, we brought up Usher's name, we brought up Oprah's name, we brought up 50 Cent's name, his child's mother. Who else did we bring good? I think that was about it. Oh, and the guy, I think they was talking about, I think his name is Dance.
Dance? You know what you're talking about, Kobe? Dance?
Dan from Nickelodeon.
Dan Snyder. Snyder.
Oh, the big dude.
I seen some videos where I seen 2 videos where Ariana Grande and some other girl was on the floor and they was like tapping her on the leg, like cover up, here he come. And, you know, they look annoyed by him and stuff like that. And one of the girls, she just left. And then the other video was they were trying to have, you know, a group hug, and he was trying to hug on her. And like one of the other guys was getting in between them to kind of, you know, keep him from.
Yeah, it was the guy from iCarly, the show iCarly. He they said he was one of the people that were stepping in to pretty much be like, nah, like you can't do that. And like they show clips and stuff where like he was hugging one of the co-stars and she was trying to like get away from him, like she was trying to like go off, and then he just grabbed her again and stuff like that. And because like you're not looking at like think about some of the people that you grew up watching. Where they at now?
Oh, and Orlando Brown's name came up last night too. I was talking about it.
Yeah.
Don't let me get started on him, man.
What's that? Quincy Brown's name came up last night.
Quincy Brown.
What he played? He was a character on Raising Kanan, but they offed him. The producer, one of the producers.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember the name.
Yeah.
P. Diddy. He hasn't been convicted of anything. I mean, yeah, he haven't been convicted of anything. And listen here, fam. Ain't nobody on P. Diddy. We asking questions. All right. You can't be fighting people in the audience.
Cassie's name came up on regards to him. J-Lo's name came up last night too. Yeah, right. So is it over for P. Diddy? Like, I don't know. It's just a lot.
Did Cassie's name come up?
Yeah, Cassie's name came up on how like
she had to be number one. She had to be the number one person that come up.
She pretty much kind of like really set fire to all this stuff, man. That case really sparked up a lot of stuff, man. For real. Domino effect after that. Oh, this boy gonna fight, dog. It's time to go. It's time to pack up and leave. But yeah, they all. Let's talk about this. I got you. Rex worker. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out what 50 fam. For you to be this, because how old is that son? Because I'm gonna try to get this man some grace, but we gonna try to take it back. How old is his son with that young lady that you were speaking about? I know you say he had a child by her. The woman is it young? Like within 5 years?
The photo, like the photo looked like he's probably over 5.
Over 5, like under 10 years. I can look it up. I
was just gonna say, to be honest with you,
let's put it like this, man. Like I will give you grace if you did that before you got famous, right? And I understand, when you first launch a rap career, whatever, you out there, doing everything all wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got the new money, you're finding a certain level of success. But I want to say Power. Is Power 10 years old? It's around like, I know it's, when did it come out? Maybe 2013, something like that. Anyway, fam, after you done found like a certain level of success, and you already know you got to get like Drake, man. And I'm not saying that you should do this, but y'all remember when Drake put that hot sauce or something in that condom?
Oh boy.
Your girl tried to, what did she go inside the trash can and try to take the...
Bro, she tried to turkey baste that thing, bro.
Herself. She tried to turkey baste herself, basically. But it had like some hot sauce or something like that, so it jacked her all up. Again, I'm not saying, and him doing that, I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, this young lady wouldn't be doing stuff like this in the first place. But listen, I'm trying to protect myself. And he probably should have just flushed it down the commode, but I think that you got to protect yourself though, man. There's some crazy
I would have thought
right
I would have thought the first thing to do was that, but why would he? This had to be planned.
Like Kevin Samuel said, you ain't the only one checking for that man.
Hey, for real. But Drake, I think Drake did a really, really good job, man, because he did end up getting a child by some young lady or whatever. But when you find like a certain level of success, fam, you got to be a lot more careful. Again, if you did it before you were able to find success, I understand. All right, I understand. But if you have gained and got success, and you know how these chicks is out here, fam, come on, man. You got to be more careful, man. But yeah, we'll talk about the her being a Rex worker for Diddy. Listen, she like this. Hey, I'm just trying to get paid. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure he paying a nice little hefty price to come up and then and do whatever. Man, what did Cat Williams say? Diddy be wanting to party, and you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no, man. We're out here doing all this crazy stuff. I actually got a video that's gonna be coming out a little bit later on, man. And it actually has Diddy in there. It has Usher talking about when he was basically living with Diddy, because I think he was adopted by Diddy. And also Justin Bieber, he was trying to like get Justin Bieber to adopt, something like that. He ended up giving Justin Bieber like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something like that. And just a whole bunch of crazy nonsense, man. It even had when he had said, what did he say? Me and Usher used to wrestle over the Fruit Loops or something. It's like, wait, what? And Cat Williams, I mean not Cat Williams, but Kevin Hart was like, wait, what? What did you just say? Did anybody else just hear what I just heard? Like, that was stupid. Why would you say that? Like, why would you say that out loud? But he actually did that on live. He actually did that on a live, man. Crazy. That video be coming.
Well, speaking of adoption, did y'all see that other video where Ava, what's the girl name? So it's supposed to be, I believe it was on the live, but I seen it on TikTok where she's like, yeah, my name is Ava something Combs, and P. Diddy's in the back with a whole bunch of other people in the back. And she's just like, yeah, he adopted me and just living a good life or whatever. But it's just weird how the video is, and the way she looked, and just the simple fact that you got all these other people in the background, all them boys. And the one guy that I said from the show, I don't remember his character's name, but Quincy Brown's in the show. And they're just like, what is the point of this video, first of all? But another thing is, they was allegedly saying that she's supposed to be this missing girl from years ago. She went missing like around 5 or 6 years old. And that was another thing that me and my sister was talking about, like all of these children going missing. Oh, back to Oprah, where she had a all girls school in Hawaii, and some of those girls went missing.
Wow.
We went crazy. We went to, the topic of the dark web came up. A lot of stuff came up last night. Just bringing up P. Diddy and just like the Simpsons.
All the good stuff, man. Y'all done saved it all. Y'all supposed to bring that to the podcast.
We should have. But the Simpsons, quote unquote, predicting P. Diddy running out the house or running out somewhere with the pink suit on. Pink, right? And the bridge, they supposedly predicted that too.
Yeah, I seen that little post. Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah, if you say something else that probably, make me recollect the things that we were talking about, yeah, I'm gonna definitely say something. Shoot, it was a lot. I feel like I'm still missing some stuff. But yeah, back to yeah, that's what they were saying, that she was a Rex worker for Diddy. Oh, yeah, she was she was a Rex worker for Diddy, and we would just talk about like how money can move people, like how much money could move people. She was kind of joking, but it was like, some of these rappers, I need you to give up some oral. I got XYZ amount of money for you. You gonna do that or whatever to get your career started, get it popping and stuff like that. That was another thing that we had talked about too last night when it came to that topic there.
All good. It's all good. All right. So I wanted to jump into this next post real quick. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add, Cole?
Nah, y'all got it.
Are any one of y'all familiar with Patrice O'Neal?
Who?
Patrice O'Neal. He was a comedian back in the, I don't know, was it what I say, the 90s? Maybe early 2000s. I don't know. Patrice.
I thought you were talking about Shaq's daughter or something. I didn't even think. Hey.
Patrice O'Neal, man, he's like a legend, man, a legend comedian. And he was honestly what a lot of people believe, like the very first red pill personality, like the very first person to actually come out and basically speak against like the feminist movement or whatever. Like I heard Kevin Samuels bring his name up a lot, like people that have been in the red pill community for a while, a lot of them speak and talk about Patrice O'Neal. But of course, he did it and made it funny. Well, that's crazy. Y'all don't know who Patrice O'Neal is, man. But yeah, hilarious freaking comedian. Let me see if I can bring him up real quick. Hold on. Just right. Here's a good question. Let me make sure. I don't know if this is at the end or not. Okay. All right. I think this is at the beginning. Let me go ahead and bring this up real quick. Here he is. This is Patrice O'Neal. That's what he looks like. All right. I want to ask you guys a serious question. This is to the ladies or whatever.
You didn't have a vagina. Like, say it was a terrible train accident, right? And the doctor was like, we have to remove your pussy right away or you're going to die. How would you keep your man past, you get a 2-month guilty, I can't leave the bitch right away because you just lost pussy in a train accident. Can't just walk right out on him. How would you keep your man past that if you didn't have a vagina? Wow. Nothing? You can talk. Suck his dick. Okay. Mouth. Asshole. Okay, great.
Whoa.
You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been getting pussy beamed the whole show, right? But I give women the opportunity to say, I'm going to make myself worth more. But you just classified yourself as a series of holes. But I'm supposed to teach you special, but you're just a bunch of holes to yourself. No one said learn how to play Xbox, learn how to play pool, tell better stories, get another bitch that got a pussy to come on in. Well, look, whatever. Let me ask you a question. Here's a question.
All right. Here's a question. So yeah, that's Patrice O'Neal. And I'm kind of curious though. I mean, I wish we had a few more women on the panel though. But if in your personal opinion, right, Kobe, do you think if most women lost that thing in between their legs, do you think that they'll be able to keep a man?
I gotta ask this question with a question. Tina, if the roles were reversed and the man lost his man's, like, is there any way of that man keeping you?
How do you flip the script like that?
Because it's a good question. It's like that's a hard question to answer.
Well, I'm saying the fact that you was gonna answer the question, but you asked the question to try to answer the question. Shoot. Like that married lady said.
No.
Well, what you said, the key to a happy marriage was intercourse. Fair enough. Hi, Tomati. So I want to be optimistic and say that there will be more to keeping a relationship together other than that. Don't know. No. Yeah. That's my answer.
You got to help us out with this one, Lakira. This is something else, man.
So I'm gonna say this right. When it comes to a young lady, right? You have a lot more ways to please and pleasure a man. You know, you got your hands, you have that thing that women use all the time, their mouth. You got like conversation. I think looking at this thing from the other side, I've actually heard of women being with a guy that, you know, technically couldn't really do anything. But because, you know, they absolutely love the guy's mindset, you know, they were pretty much obsessed, like just like being in his presence. And they wasn't really tripping off of being like penetrated. These are women that had already lost their virginity. So it wasn't like they wasn't already out there. And still, you know, got with guys. In most cases, we keep it a band. When that thing is gone, most relationships, I think, will honestly fail. Absolutely. You ain't got nothing. We can't do nothing. It is what it is. And I think in most cases that's gonna apply. Because most people don't really sit down and have genuine conversations. It's either that they don't want to. I'm not gonna say that they can't, but I don't know. Most people just have a closed type of mindset, man. They don't really sit down and talk to each other anymore, unfortunately. I think that's the reason. That's what's wrong with the dating pool, relationships, marriage, and everything now. Communication has been screwed up. Anytime somebody says anything that rubs that other person the wrong way, instead of continuing to have that conversation, they want to end it right then and there. They don't want to communicate. And you look at most people, that's the reason why. Like back then, I'm just speaking from the people that I know. I know there are relationships, and I've seen this thing with other married couples from other people or whatever, live in the same household but don't talk to each other. That is so freaking weird to me, man. Like y'all stay in the same house and y'all can't even communicate as two grown adults. That just blows my freaking mind, man. No, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna have a conversation like two grown people, like two people that, you know, vowed before God. We vowed before our family, well, my family, your family, to ourselves. Listen, we can have a conversation. But again, that's just me. That's just
When was the last time you can honestly say that you sat down and actually had a conversation with somebody? Just sit there and just talk. Because everybody in this modern era is all about texting,
Mhm.
texting. Which I'm not gonna be that person and say I don't do it. I do text, but I like the face to face like conversation. I like sitting there talking to some people because honestly, when somebody sends a text message, you do not know what that text is saying to you over the phone. Like somebody can say something to you, and then you looking at it like you taking it somewhere, and and they probably ain't even saying it the way you think it is.
Mhm. Facts, man. I definitely agree with that. Team, you got anything else that you wanted to add to that?
Pretty much what you two are saying. If it's deeper, like the connection between y'all is more just the physical and having that type of fun. Definitely, there's other ways to keep the relationship going. And I was just like kind of thinking of like older married couples that may have, went through menopause and ED. And come on now,
You went there.
I'm thinking long term.
Yes, we follow you.
So I'm thinking long term, like it may not even be an incident where, like how he was saying in his joke, that some tragedy happened. It just could be that it could just be that time is doing things to your body that that physically y'all might still want to hug, hold hands, which is good too. I feel like that's good. Hugging, holding hands, talking, conversing, reaching different, I'm not just talking.
My bad, man. And I gave me control of these things again. It's over. So what's going on, Misha? What up? I appreciate
Hey, how you doing?
it was fun. So we're having a conversation about Patrice O'Neal. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Patrice O'Neal, but he was a comedian, and he was one of the very first people that kind of spoke about or had like some red pill type of discussions. One of the questions that he asked the audience was, if there was a tragedy and all the women or a woman was to lose her JJ, let me just let the video play real quick. That won't be showing out, man. All right, so yeah.
Have a vagina. Like say it was a terrible train accident, right? And the doctor was like, we have to remove your pussy right away or you're gonna die. How would you keep your man past, you get a 2-month guilty, I can't leave the bitch right away because you just lost a pussy in a train accident. You can't just walk right out on him. How would you keep your man past that if you didn't have a vagina? Wow. Nothing? You can talk. Suck his dick. Okay. Mouth. Asshole. Okay, great.
We know who that came from. Now,
You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been getting pussy beamed the whole show, right? But I give women the opportunity to say, I'm going to make myself worth more. But you just classified yourself as a series of holes. But I'm supposed to teach you special, but you just a bunch of holes to yourself.
Yeah, so that's basically what he was asking. He asked the entire audience, how would you?
That's kind of hard.
But again, these type of talking points is like they're funny because he made it, this was like a humor type of moment. But he was basically saying that those women are still selling themselves short because most guys, again, are simple. There are other ways that you can, still be appealing to a man and add to his piece, which is, he spoke about like learning how to play pool, or a big one is learning how to play the game. Listen, fam, if you got a girl that's a gamer, oh, she a keeper. You ain't going nowhere. Let me tell you something. Any guy that try to walk in your life, we gonna punch him in the face. But there are easy ways to honestly set yourself apart from the rest of the group, and it is honestly so easy. Kobe, let me ask you a question, dog. How many women do you know that actually like game?
Not too many. I try to, but all the buttons I can't get it, so I just be clicking everything.
Man, it's rare. It's rare. My own lady, she don't even like. Man, she used to play games and then she stopped as she got older.
Yeah.
Like I let her play one of my games one day, and I had to teach her like specifically how to play the game. And once she did it a few times, she got it. And I let her play a couple of innings and stuff, and she did pretty good. But it's rare. Most girls that you hear that play games, they play like Fortnite, Call of Duty, and stuff like that. They don't play no other. They don't play the games that we play, like basketball, football, baseball, and all that stuff. They don't do all that.
See, I like racing games.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Racing games ain't bad. Like what are you talking about? Like Mario Kart or?
Yeah.
No, a typical one.
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't never play those type of games. You know for sure. You remember Midnight Club?
Midnight Club Double Edition? Or are you talking about?
Is that with the strippers and stuff? You can go into the strip clubs. Oh no, that's
Grand Theft Auto. That's Grand Theft Auto.
Hey, Grand Theft Auto straight too. Tina, do you know anything about gaming, man? Are you?
I'm a little. No, I'm just a little so like her, Mario Kart. Kind of like her when it comes to like Mortal Kombat, playing them old games like that.
She about the arcade, like Pac-Man, Duck Hunt, stuff like that.
See, that's me too.
I know that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I put a little effort on like Fortnite. It was some Kirby game that I tried. Wait, hold on. It was a skateboarding game. This was still kind of years ago. When one of the moves was like knack, and it's I don't know anybody. But we said Grand Theft Auto.
I know you played Crash Bandicoot.
No.
Y'all don't know Crash Bandicoot?
Though, the Mario games. I might have played Sonic once or twice.
I played Sonic. I used to play wrestling all the time too. I used to love wrestling.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all ladies. I got every single game sitting in a case right in a crate. I haven't touched those games in years.
Wow.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this next clip. But I don't know, man. Somebody said that Diddy gonna beat all of this. It's kind of hard to say, man. You had federal agents like raid both of your homes, and they put a lot of people in handcuffs. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard. And then your boy he actually fled. Like most of the time when you ain't got nothing to worry about, like let's go ahead and face this thing head on. But the fact that you kind of like look like you want to run, I don't know, man. It's a little cloudy. He got the money.
Oh, my bad. Sorry to cut you. I feel like he only fled because of Bill Cosby, how Bill Cosby and R. Kelly turned out.
Not the pudding pop.
Well, we can't really say nothing about Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby out. So He's out and blind, so.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
I think he got out like 2 years ago, like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. All right.
So
what up, Ro? Ro in the building. What's good? What's good?
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
All right, so we're gonna get into this next clip. Oh, yo, Kobe, your dad joined on Instagram. So y'all, we are live on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. And
oh, my dad's on here. What's up,
yeah,
Pops?
your dad checking out the stream, dog. Got to be careful about what we say now. What up, B? B in the building, my dog. All right, so this is a young lady that has a question, and then we'll go ahead and tap in after she finishes. All right.
I have a question for the guys.
Okay, I'm listening.
Do you guys even care when we spend all that money on the sexy lingerie and the sexy outfits?
No, we don't care nothing about that.
Because it ends up being on for like 3 seconds.
Exactly. It's unnecessary, like the little brown underwear that they put on the Reese cup.
Or the technical difficulty of us even putting it on and then us taking it off. We both look dumb, needing an instruction manual and trying to figure out how the hell did I even get in it?
Yeah, and depending on how long it take you to get out that outfit, we both gonna be sleep at.
Like, does it really matter all the effort that, or the pressure us as women, we put on ourselves for men to have to look a certain way or to have to put on the outfit, get the work done, do all this stuff? Like, do y'all even care?
I mean, yeah, we care that you're trying to do something special for us, but men are easy. Just bring yourself, your stretch marks, and 2 bedside water bottles.
I understand that we don't got to do things for you. We have to do things for ourselves to help love ourselves and do what we feel is best for us. But low key, like, does it even matter?
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. It don't matter. As long as you're giving us the booty. And we don't even care how you give it to us. You can give it to us with lotion or ashes. We still going to receive it, Lord have mercy.
That dude is off the chain. So what are y'all thoughts on that clip? Yo, what's going on? Unique in the building. What's going on, man? My bad. I didn't really get a chance to shout everybody out on Instagram. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. My bad. I need somebody to kind of help out to go back and forth with this. My bad. Yeah, what are y'all thoughts on that, ladies? How y'all feel about it?
Hilarious. That's all.
What are y'all thoughts over there? I see y'all over there looking, man.
I've seen him before. Like, he would be making some funny stuff, but on what she was saying, I feel like, like some, I'm gonna say you and Kobe. Okay. God's a visual creature sometimes, and the work that be put into it, that part, we just got to do the work sometimes.
Let's hear from them. How do you feel, Kobe? How would you feel, about a young lady dressing up or whatever, wearing lingerie? What are your thoughts on lingerie?
I'm glad you asked that question. Honestly, I'm about 50-50. Like, sometimes I don't care, sometimes I do. Like, it matters to me just because you put in the effort to, like, if I'm gone somewhere and I just come home and I walk in the room and you just wearing lingerie, I appreciate that because that shows how much you love me. And then sometimes I'm like, if I just walk in and you got lingerie on, to be honest with you, how she say, y'all go through all this instruction just to put that on. We take it quicker. We take that stuff off quicker than you put it on.
Yeah.
It don't really matter to me. Because at the end of the day, it's coming off or it's going to be on regardless.
If it's just like walking around the house, I think that's nice. That's definitely nice. We are visual creatures. We absolutely love it when a woman takes pride in her body. You know what I mean? I'm going to show that off to my man. Like, that is a beautiful thing. When somebody is that confident with themselves to walk around the house, you know what I'm saying? For that thing also. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with this. Now, don't be walking around looking like a bottle, man. Like one of them. What do you call those little juice bottles? Like, listen, some people have the body for those things. Some people don't. You got to be careful, man. So let's go again to the next question. As a woman or a man, if you are unhappy, is it okay to leave the person that you are with? Ooh, we got some yeses over here. Oh Lord, wait a minute.
Ladies.
Speak. Go ahead. I see them heads nodding over there. Go ahead. Elaborate. Y'all was quick to shake them heads. Come on now, don't everybody speak at once.
I ain't shake my head. I'm gonna say.
Hold on, wait. Let them go first. Let them chime in first. We're gonna listen.
I'm gonna say because I'm gonna try over and over and over again to fix the problem. Then after that, I have to go because you're not respecting me. Like if we can't fix it, I don't know, but
okay. Mm-hmm. We're gonna definitely dive into that. I'm gonna let Ro go before now. You done had your water. Go ahead.
In my opinion, I feel that I agree with Misha. Is that how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry. I believe that if it's to a certain extent and you are constantly trying to, explain to your significant other, you're trying to work it out, constantly going back and forth, you agree to counseling and nothing's changing. You have to protect your peace. You can't keep on overextending yourself to someone who's not understanding the concept of you believe the way you want to be treated. I mean, that's my opinion on that.
I kind of want to take this thing a step further because I know we're speaking about a man and a woman because it's gonna be a little bit different when you're like maybe married to someone. So can we rephrase that? Is it okay with the panel if we say or we talk about a husband and a wife instead of just kind of like hooking up or whatnot? Yeah, I want to get y'all POV from people that's married. If you are as a man or a woman, as a husband or a wife, if you are unhappy with your spouse, is it okay to leave the person that you are with? My bad, y'all. I know I switched it up in the middle of this thing, but I want to we start to get more no's. Go ahead, Tina. We're gonna go ahead and let you go first. See if you can expound on that thing.
I kind of don't want to now. Well, in the beginning, I did say no, because are you really upset with your spouse, or are you unhappy with your spouse, or are you more unhappy with how you're taking whatever is going on? Now, where Shay said something about therapy, is both parties doing the work. I feel like if it's anything within two people, I'll even say going back to just being a couple, if anything's between two people and you are the one that's taking it a certain way, why are you taking it a certain way? Like, why is this making you happy in this relationship, situationship, marriage? What's going on within you that, because you can only technically you could be accountable for other people if they ask for it, but most importantly, you have to be accountable for yourself and how you're taking things.
Go ahead, Kobe. Go ahead.
Can you mind repeating that question real quick?
Yeah, as a husband or a wife, is it okay to leave the person that you are with if you are unhappy?
Depends on the I agree. It depends on the circumstance. It depends if that person is putting in the work to make the marriage work and to satisfy that person's needs. But if it's a continuous thing and you're not willing to put in that work, then I would probably entertain that thought. It all just depends.
I believe it.
It just depends.
Okay. All right. We're gonna come back. Do anybody want to change their answer now? Ro, Lisa.
If we're married, now that's different.
Okay.
Because we made vows, so we got to
Mhm.
we have to stick together and try to work it out. But at the same time, I don't know. After
I'm not
so
gonna sit there and be.
long,
I'm not gonna
yeah,
sit there and be miserable.
yeah,
That's
my happiness matter whether we married or not. We can still be friends, but
what? Well, no. Hold on. Now, wait.
not friend. What like we can? It don't. Sometimes when you have a divorce, that don't automatically mean that. I don't know.
I know. I think we get what you're saying. Just because you split or you part ways with somebody does not mean that I gotta hate you. We can still be cordial. If I see you or whatever, there's not gonna be any ill will towards you. Yeah. Bro, you wanted to go ahead and change your answer?
I mean,
You're gonna definitely come back.
marriage is very different. I've never been married, so if I wasn't in the circumstance of that, I feel that it would be a very significant difference for me because the vows, right? You took the vows, and for better or for worse. And sometimes you go through more than one rough patch with somebody, and you have to figure out how to work your way through that with that person. Like you said, you love that person. You went through all of this time with this person, and you feel this person you wanted to, share your entire life with, like, till death do us part. I feel that if both parties can work it out, yes, but if it's just multiple, if it's like a lot, I feel that it won't work out.
Yeah, facts. So real quick, so I got a little bit of pushback for some of those young people out there. So I know y'all said, you're not going to stay in a situation where you are not happy. Right? Didn't I hear that correct? So what did you get married for? I'm listening. I'm asking questions. What did you get married for? I'm just asking. I'm just trying to get a better understanding for what's going on up in here.
I
What
don't
did you
know. A
get
lot
married?
of people, they will get married so quick. People get married so fast that sometimes they have not hit that rough patch with each other yet. They have not hit that spot where, they have to go through the rocky waters. They have to fight for each other because they want to stay with each other. I don't know. Especially in my generation, I've noticed that a lot of people have been getting married very young and getting divorced. And I feel that you have to really know that person. You have to have that firm foundation with that person. Did you go through the rough patch? Did you see how they are when they're angry with you? It's just, I don't know. That's my thought on that.
So let me ask you this question, right? Because I know you were saying something about hitting like a rough patch. You don't really know people. Back then, when they got married, do you think that most of the time, because they did get married at a young age, some of those young women were like 16, 18 or whatever, when they married their husband that they didn't really know too much about. So I'm curious, why in the world did marriage back then work versus now? Because now some people are spending a little bit more time getting to know those people. You know what I mean? 6 months, year, 2 years, or whatever, and they're still getting a divorce. Why is that? Why back then those people were able to stick around and stay with their spouses, but now everybody is getting a divorce?
Because they're not willing to work it out. Everyone give up so easily now. They're not really ready to sit down and work out the problem.
Mhm. Okay. So it's going back to the question that I had. Did you want to say something, bro?
I want to add on to what she said. They're willing. They're not willing to work it out. Yes, and also back then, I was talking to my family, my mother and my grandmother during Thanksgiving, and they said that it was more so looked down upon to leave a marriage.
Why do you think that is?
I didn't really go that deep into it with my grandmother, but I feel that it just wasn't something that they did. I don't really know the deep meaning. I'd have to think on that, but I know that That's why they didn't divorce back then.
I can probably provide a little bit of insight. I could be wrong, but I know somebody said it earlier. They took vows. They took vows before God to work through anything, sickness and health, whatever, till death do we part. And most people don't take that thing serious now. So I know y'all was saying something about happiness, right? And I'm still trying to figure out why in the world do people get married? Because I don't think that marriage has anything to do with your happiness. It doesn't have anything to do with love. At least it doesn't say that in the Bible or in the vow. They don't say anything about love. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does it? I mean, I don't. So if marriage is not about love, like what's going on? Y'all got to help me out here, man. Help me. I'm over here struggling. Anybody provide any insight? I know the people out there, like, we curious, right? We curious in the comments, everybody.
So the question that, because I'm kind of getting confused now. So the question you're asking is, why do people get married?
Mm-hmm. The overall person, well, why people are getting divorced? Yeah, why do they get married, and why are people, getting a divorce? Because a lot of people, well, what they were saying, what I've been hearing is, if I'm not happy, right? If I'm not happy, then I'm leaving the marriage. Correct?
Oh, why?
Marriage ain't got nothing to do with your happiness. It has nothing to do with you. You signed a contract for a reason. Till death do we part. That's what the contract. I mean, that's what most people say. The pastor asks you, and you repeat. You repeat after me. Till death do we part. See, now I'm listening. Did you get?
No, I mean, I was kind of more just asking the question, like asking for clarification of the question. To be real, because why are people getting married? Why is it so?
Well, again, going back to the question, right? If you are unhappy, are you going to leave the person that you are with? You're going to leave your spouse. And people were basically saying, listen, the reason why I mean, at the end of the day, my happiness is more important than that. I'm saying, why in the world are you getting married in the first place? Because when you get married, that's a contract. It ain't got nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to hopefully make it make sense for the people that's in the back. Can anybody give me any insight before we go to this next clip? Because it looked like this thing is kind of like being unanswered right now. Anybody?
Well, I thought it was answered.
No, nobody answered the question that I had. I mean, I'm open. I'm open to listening. That's what I got these big old satellite dishes for. You know what I mean? Can anybody help me out? No? Everybody we was all speaking at once at one time. I know I ain't staying. No, my happiness.
It's not like you said. It's not in the contract. Happiness is not in the contract. You got married for the other reasons that's based into the contract. If you're happy, I would say that's a plus. If you love this person, I would say that's a plus. So you're together. If you put it as, I don't really know what's all in there. So you're putting it together to be by this person's side through sickness, help them through health.
Yeah, through everything. Yeah,
through everything. So if you found that when you've been with this person XYZ amount of years in just a relationship, and you feel like, okay, I could be with this person within this agreement to build on certain things, then I feel like that would be one of the reasons why some people get married too. But yeah, to really answer the question, that's pretty much what I'm getting.
Gotcha. So real quick question, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. Does body count matter? Does body count matter? I just want a yes or no real quick from everybody. I'm gonna say damn right. Absolutely. Yes. 1,000% body count does matter. Let's hear from the rest of the panel. Anybody? Wait, do I need to undo this thing real quick? Can I hear y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Does body count matter to you? I'll start with Misha.
Yes, it does.
All right, Kobe, does body count matter to you? No, we can't hear you. You got them Walmart buzz.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. I'm neutral.
Oh, okay.
I'm neutral.
Okay. Tina, does body count matter?
If it didn't matter, it wouldn't be a question.
Go ahead, Ro.
I'm neutral as well. I'm neutral. Sorry.
All right, so real quick. All right, so we're gonna divide. You mean like separate us and divide? Does it matter more if it's on the man's side or the women's side? My personal opinion, I think it takes a little bit more time for it to kind of like matter for a guy. Like, say for instance, if a guy got 5 bodies and a woman have 5 bodies, it's gonna be different. Like if a guy have 5 bodies, like, okay, all right, I respect that. But in the same token, a woman got 5 bodies, I was like, oh damn, whew, Lord have mercy, man. That's a bit much, man. What do y'all think? I'm just throwing a number out there, right? 5, 10, or whatever. But I think they weigh heavier for the women than it does for the men. Kobe, what do you think about this, brother?
I said I'm neutral because everything when it comes to men and women are a double standard. If guy has 10, 15, 20 bodies, he gets praise. If a woman has that much, she gets degraded and she feels less.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm joking.
I'm just calling a spade, man. Like that's just how it is.
We got some controversial right here. Do I need to move this thing for a second? Let me move this thing for a second before we get into this clip. So they're saying that men can sleep with women is normal. So it's not normal for a woman to Kobe, I was hoping you was gonna be on one side or the other with this one, brother. All right, so we'll go on to the women. Let's hear from the ladies. Ro, you got a face over there. We're gonna go ahead and start with you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man. What's your thoughts?
I'm just saying I am neutral. I'm not gonna get off of that stance. But when I had seen the comment of saying men can sleep with women, it's normal. We all have desires. We all have needs. I'm confused as to why women can't sleep with men either. I mean, it's more so how he had phrased the statement. It's more so that exactly the double standard that you guys were talking about earlier. If a man sleeps around, he gets praised, but if a woman sleeps around, she's a slut. And it really gets me. I'm not gonna lie, it gets me going, and I don't really want to go too deep into it. It's just that we all have desires, we all have needs. We are not the okay.
We're gonna come back to you. You getting worked over there. I know you're getting worked up over there. We're gonna come back to you. Go ahead, Miss. You got something you want to add to this? Say,
I agree with her. What's your name again?
Bro.
Yeah, I agree with that though. I'm a little iffy. I'm both sided. Like because
falling over here. That's what I'm talking about.
Because like they make women, well, I don't know. Like women, they make it seem as if we can't do things that men do. We're human. We're like, no, it's not okay for us to do it, but why can't we? Why is it so bad if we do it, but it's okay for men to do it? I never understood that part, but I know, to each his own.
All right, T, you want to go ahead and expound on this real quick or whatnot? Men can sleep with women. This is normal. This is normal.
It's one of those things where I feel in mass, it is accepted. It is normal for men to do that, because that's in a mass is what we're looking at. And I'll kind of say go back to that clip with Kevin Samuels when he was saying that, okay, you're with this man. You don't think other men may find him to be attractive and other women, sorry, will find him to be attractive and stuff like that. So it's kind of accepted. And I would say it would depend on the male if he want to have those types of numbers. So unfortunately, I feel like it's almost unfortunate, but not really. Women, our emotions get too involved when we're
being sexual with the
with the man. Like, and I think if you are too much, you lose sight of who you are as a woman, like as a feminine woman, as a submissive woman, as a soft woman. You just kind of like just blind going through life, you're just out there, you're lost, like you're lost. So
I know I'm gonna have a lot of pushback for what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say this right. Since the beginning of time, this is just how men operate. Like if you look at any other species, this is normal for men, animals to basically sleep with, more than one woman. Like it's normal. And the more value you have as a man, whether it's through money, you being popular, famous, or whatever, being able to hopefully take care of more women if it comes to that, then this is still going to be looked at as normal. And no matter how much they have tried to push, this Cardi B, Sexy Red stuff out here on people, they still identify those women as less than when they go out and they do stuff like this. Again, it's just normal. And I think that we want men and women to be the same, but we are different. Our genetics are different. The way, a man can go and potentially have sex with more than one woman, he can still control his emotions and not get too attached to that young woman. On the other hand, you have a lot of women that, they can't do the same. And if they do, in a lot of cases, they lose sight of who they are as a woman, because you have disconnected yourself so much from your feelings, from getting attached, that they lose sight of who they are supposed to be. And if you go back and you look at any promiscuous young lady, I'm talking about, the superheads, like those type of women that are in that industry, they have honestly lost themselves, completely detached from their emotions, because they have given themselves to too many men. And I have seen guys that have been out there for years, 20, 30 years, and still be able to put that stuff to the side and give himself and be fully committed to that young lady, just completely as a whole. I've never seen it the opposite. I've never seen a young lady be able to do that. I honestly haven't. He say, we are not the same. What do y'all? So I wanted to show that real quick before I show this clip, right? So this is actually coming from a guy. Misha has got that cricket internet over there.
I changed to my laptop.
Okay. We see you. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go ahead and share this clip. So this is coming from a guy that has a podcast. He's a lot funnier, but this is one of the clips that he had. Let's see. Hold on. Not her. Here we go.
They want to teach you something about how body counts and things and why it's important, right? Okay, this is where the man starts in his life. He starts at the bottom. Anything that a man is going to accomplish in their life, he has to earn it. I mean, in order for him to get to the top of this mountain, he's going to have to gain wealth, notoriety, fame, some kind of relevance, have some kind of worth or some kind of value. Women, on the other hand, are born at the top of the mountain because what they have, sexiness, beauty, things of that nature, right? So the fact of the matter is that you've been in a VIP section that you didn't have to pay for. Right? Several times. I've never been in one. The fact of the matter is that our value is earned and your value is given. Now, as we go up, this right here, networking, and we'll go up here and we'll go knowledge, and we'll go up here and we'll go money, we'll go up here and we go, success, right? Those are all things that a man have to achieve to get to the top of the mountain. Now, what a woman has to do is find reasons not to fall off this mountain, right? So let's say, boom, she goes down. Why? Because of attitude, right? Bad attitude. Let's go down here. She goes down because she has body count. Meaning, the fact of the matter is that she's had so many bodies because all she has to do is preserve her virtuosity at the top of this mountain. But the fact of the matter is that she has been slipped up so many times and dealt with so many men that did not want to cuff, that did not want a wife. You mean to tell me that goddamn 50 niggas in your lifetime sat there and you gave them a shot and they didn't want to stick around, but you want this guy that's made it all the way up here to deal with you? Oh, okay. Then we go body count. Then we go baby daddies. Like, okay, she got 6 baby daddies and 5 kids.
Proof that body count matters.
Oh, Lord. They be saying some funny stuff, but I want to hear from y'all. Yo, what's going on? Yo, Nigel, what's good, bro? Yo, I ain't seen that name since high school. What up? Jazzy Bad, what's good? Unique Fine, what's going on, Jada? What's good, everybody? I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. Again, I don't really get a chance to switch back and forth between these platforms, but I appreciate you guys for coming through. Yeah, y'all got any comments about what's been said? I seen some eye rolling and everything. Well, I want to hear. Go ahead and speak your piece. Go ahead. Speak your piece, girl. Don't let them silence you. Go ahead and speak your piece. How do y'all feel about that? And listen, I understand that. Yes, this is not something that most people are going to agree with, but it's just how the world works, man. In most cases,
I go.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I honestly find it insightful.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Hey, you're teaching over here now.
Yeah, I honestly finds it insightful because one is a male giving the information. Mm-hmm. So it's like you hearing this from a guy. And I'm sure, a number of guys can kind of like agree upon what he is saying. Mm-hmm. So as a female, like it almost makes more sense on what the Trinity Project said. Men can sleep with women, yeah, women is normal. Men and women are different. We are not the same, which I already kind of agree with the fact that we are different. So it just kind of gives me a little bit more of like how males see things when it comes to like, okay, woman's kind of here, the man's kind of down there. The men have to build themselves up, work their ways up, and a woman technically, she's desired, so we have to stay up there. We try to stay up there. Yeah, like it's deserved. So, and pretty much if we're doing something similar to keep going, like, the education and stuff like that, there will definitely continue to be up there or even, move a little bit forward, but I can kind of see how those things that he was saying about, the body count, like he was saying, the big number that he said, 50 guys, you've been with 50 guys and not now one of them decided to stay around. Like, what's up with you? almost kind of like, what's up with you? So it was, I found it pretty insightful.
Facts. Kobe, you got anything you want to add to this real quick, man? I see you over there chilling.
Honestly, man, he's speaking facts though. Sometimes it's in some cases some people will take that woman that has that body count, because sometimes in a man's mind, well, not all men that are rare will take a woman with a high body count because they'll think like, well, that was her life before she came to me previously. So maybe she had that and then she decided like, all right, I want to settle down and try to have a relationship with somebody. Will that man take that woman? Maybe, but 9 times out of 10 they won't.
Yeah. We being honest here, most guys, because again, what comes along with experience sometimes is a whole lot of baggage that goes along with that. And I always say you are what you attract. And if she continues to attract certain type of men that don't want to stick around, then at some point in time you got to look at yourself and do the work on yourself. I want to hear from the other young ladies though, man. I see y'all over there. I wanted to get some insight on that, right? About basically how women are already at the top, which I always tell women all the time. Listen, you have a superpower. Your femininity is your freaking superpower. And I don't think that women use it enough. We actually had a conversation about this yesterday when me and Misha was hitting the gym or whatnot, about women that think that that's the move to move, in that aggressive way or whatever. Most of those women you don't really see them finding any success when it comes to a man, especially a man of value, because most of those guys are not checking for women that are moving like that. And so again, you got women are up here at the top, and you got the guys at the bottom that has worked their way up at the top. And then, why aren't women, I guess, sticking to the top, man? Do you think it's like maybe information that they haven't been given, or them listening to other single women instead of listening to men? Why do y'all think it's a lot of women out here that's not able to get with a guy? Y'all gonna help us solve the single crisis right now. Y'all listen, tune in, man. We're gonna go ahead and get some insight from them and see what they got to say. Go ahead. Misha, you want to start off? You muted.
I gotta let it marinate for a minute before I say something. I gotta see how to word it.
I gotta go ahead, Ro. Get these women some insight, man, on what's going on with this thing.
Sorry, I'm on my iPad, guys. It's a little bit difficult sometimes, but I don't know. I don't really take advice from like single women. I take it from married women, like my aunties and my uncles. So I feel that for a woman, sometimes a high body count will sometimes. What was your question before I start going on something different? Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, so we were trying to figure out, maybe get some insight on helping out these other women out here that maybe, they don't understand they're at the top. Like when you first start off, like men have to work their way up, but most women are already up at the top. Maybe you can probably get them some insight on either staying up there, or why are all these women not able to find success, even though they're kind of like born with it?
Because I feel that sometimes certain women look for love in the wrong places. I feel that they hop from guy to guy and they share themselves with said person, and they'll leave them, just drop them, and they'll feel more broken, and they'll keep on going from person to person and just become more broken. I feel that most women who are looking, I feel like they should talk to their aunts. I talk to my aunties all the time about relationship advice and certain things. I feel that as a single woman, you should not go to another single woman for dating advice.
Okay. Respect that. I respect. Oh, go ahead, Kobe. Go ahead. We see. I want him put the hand over.
I want everybody to answer the question, but I do want to ask the ladies this question as well.
Okay.
Why is it, because you say you take advice from your married uncles and aunts and things of that nature? Because I've seen a lot of, like, sometimes females taking advice from their friends that are single, and sometimes they might stir you in the wrong direction, because I've seen an experience where I've seen, like, I just gotta know, why is it where women say, I want a good man, I want this, I want that, but when that man is there, he's not even thought of or mentioned, because sometimes it's the good man that they don't want. They want the bad boy. They want that like roughhouse dude. Like I don't understand that. Is it because of the protection? Like, is there any? I don't know. Y'all can explain that to me, but I just never understood.
We got some what's the name over here to say. Is that true? Roll over there. She had to go turn her porn off, y'all. My bad. Just give her a second. She was over there watching them. Oh, dang. So good men are looked over. Is that true? Are y'all out here ignoring the good guys? Why? We need to know. Now, I think that's a really, really good question, and kind of going off of what Kobe was saying, man. Why in the world do women continue to go for the bad guys?
I feel that if you guys hear banging, I think my neighbor is nailing something in the wall. But I feel that
somebody getting nailed over there. All right. No, nail it to the cross, brother.
Gosh, okay.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so on to the question. I feel that it has such a big deal, it's dang, lost my train of thought. But I feel that it has a lot to do with social media presence and trauma. I find that sometimes with certain TikToks or with certain reels on Instagram, they're like, oh, if he hasn't texted you in 3 hours, he's texting some other female. Maybe he's busy. You know what I mean? I feel that, and then they'll take that like, well, my boyfriend hasn't texted me. This guy hasn't texted me in this song. So if he's texting other females, let me go text somebody else. You don't even know if he's texting someone else. Maybe he fell asleep. Maybe he's doing this. But that's just my take on it. And I feel that sometimes good men are overlooked because of how women were treated before and how they see other women, what they like, and how their homegirls, what the men that they're together with, like, sometimes your homegirls are your worst enemy.
Homegirls out there holding the back. So that's what we were trying to figure out. So it's the homegirls out there giving the bad advice. Okay, all right. Noted. Gotcha. All right, hold on. What you over there smiling at? What's going on, man? You over there looking at the same thing? So yeah, we're trying to figure out, man. So why in the world are certain women out there overlooking the good guys? Why in the world do they continue to mess with these bad boys? Do y'all got anything y'all want to add, Misha? Because I've seen it real time.
I could say
At Northwestern, especially at Northwestern. You gotta let the lay over there. Bless her heart. That's that cricket in there, y'all. Don't give it a second.
listen, I think, like, in the beginning, some men don't come they don't come off as being. I don't. They don't come off like. See, I have a hard time speaking out.
Yeah.
I just can't get the words out because I don't
Go ahead and
they
put all
don't
the
come
words
off to
in.
being the way that they are. It's like it takes them time. They put on a mask. And then when you truly get to know them, it's like it's like you be already caught in the mix. And good men are looking over because of the bad guys that we choose. Like we're afraid to be with the good man because we feel as if they're going to do us the same way as the bad guys. So it's just like,
So let me ask you a question because I see we got a lot of head nods and stuff over there. Hold on. So let me get this straight, right? Let's just take it back to Northwestern days, right? We both went to Northwestern. You have a group of popular guys. We're not gonna name them, but we know who they are. The star football players, the star basketball players. Most of those guys already have a reputation. They already have a reputation. Most women already know, listen, this dude right here is known to deal with these type of women, right? And then you got the guys over here that most of them kind of classified as lame, quiet, or not as popular. You could have easily, because those guys were the guys, let me get a hug. Them let me get a hug brothers. That was their way of shooting their shot. But again, I think that a lot of women look at those guys and be like, listen, my rep would go down if I was to talk to that guy. I would much rather stand in line in this long A line and wait for one of those popular guys rather than to get with one of those guys that were asking for a hug, even though they were good guys. And now you fast forward to 20 years later, most of those guys right now are married to one woman, faithful, taking care of their kids, working a job, and they're good. And then you look at those popular guys, some of them ain't got no damn job. You know what I mean? They still not faithful to whatever the woman that they're with. And most of them ain't even been able to find no level of success. They just all over the place. It's like you have the answers right there in front of you, but you still choose to go, I'm going to still go left. Now, damn, I'm going to take this whole damn car and just drive off this cliff real quick. I don't want to go over there with the good guys. But yeah, I think that's the talking points that we hear a lot of times from guys that are starting podcasts now. Like, you got the people out there like the Fresh and Fit and everybody, like all those guys that are finding a huge level of success right now are those good guys that are getting on these platforms. Some of them got that red pill rage where they upset with the women because they didn't choose them back in the day or whatever. But I can kind of understand why they feel some type of way. Because all of those women later on in life, after they didn't deal with the Pookies and Ray Rays or whatnot, now they want to come back to the front of the congregation and talk to these guys that now have been able to find some level of success. So why in the world would those guys even want to give those women the time of day when you chose to ignore them in your prime? Got crickets over here, though.
I like that.
I never went for the popular guys in school. So I was always like dealing with like the guys that wasn't so popular because I don't like attention. And that's all they were. They wanted attention. So I don't know. I can't really relate.
But most of them though, we talking about most of them look young, hot in the pan girls. All of them were going for the same type of guys, which was what Kobe was talking about, which was the bad boys. I don't understand why women are so hooked on the bad boys. I don't get it.
Like I said, bro, it's the protection, the protection, the thrill, the adventurous side of it, spontaneous. Cause like I said, like I'm not gonna sit here in front. Like I played sports in school, bro. You knew that. I played sports in school. But even with me playing sports, I was the good dude that played sports.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I got over, like, just to be real, like, I ain't never cared, but like I got overlooked a lot.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But I always had to know. I was like, why do they always go for them? Why they just can't come over here to the good side? And it's a good question. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself that.
I got you. Anybody else got any pushback before we get into our final question of the day? Anybody got anything they want to add before we get to
I'm gonna say I really have any pushback. I'm kind of with Kobe with just asking, why do women overlook the good guys? Like, what was, I guess what was being said in the locker room, that makes females want to go after, the so-called bad guy, roughneck, round the corners and type of dude like that. Like, what was said, and then fast forward to, maybe 20s, 30s, like, again, is it misguided information being given to women? And like you were saying, Katie, women can be pretty vicious when it comes to the dating pool. Like, some of your friends really ain't your friends at the same time, so they're giving false or indirect, it's salt and sugar kind of information just to knock you off your pedestal, so she could slide on in if she so if she does know. And then again, like, are we knowledgeable to know what a good guy is?
Yeah.
Like,
I think most women, I'm no offense, but I ain't gonna let y'all off the hook. I think most women pretty much know who the good guys are after having a conversation with those men. When you have a conversation with a Pookie and a Ray Ray versus having a conversation with somebody that's genuine. Again, when you talk about women having that women's intuition and all this other stuff, women, their brains develop a lot quicker than a man. Most of those women, they know that they're dealing with. The only thing is, again, Kobe, what he was saying, they want that thrill, they want that rush. They know that guy's popular. They know that a lot of women want to be with that guy, and they want to be on that guy's arm at the time. I ain't gonna care. Nobody knows, like men or women. We gonna hold you.
Is it a thrill? Like, challenges? Like, there's some challenges, and I've actually, I've seen some stuff where they're like, oh, I know he's this, he's a womanizer, he be cheating, but I could change him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
go sit down.
All right, here we go. Last question of the day, guys. So we're gonna have to dissect this. If a man is with a woman that complains about everything when she is with him, and he goes from not having anything to making over $500,000 per year, and he dumps the girl and get a new girl, is he wrong for leaving her after this man has found success?
That sounds like that Taraji P. Henson movie, Acrimony. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Similar. This is actually a lot of people's reality, though, brother. A lot of people's reality. Tyler Perry just took real life and put that as one of his movies. Because again, when I look at a lot of creators right now, a lot of guys are literally jumping from barely making $20,000 a year to making $250,000 to $500,000. So this is a lot of guys that I know this is their real life. So that's why I wanted to dive into this thing. No disrespect to Tyler Perry. I don't really rock with him like that, but yeah. So what are y'all thoughts? Do y'all think that guy is wrong for leaving her after he's found some success?
It sounds like he wasn't getting the support and the support that he needed, because he needed a cheerleader. He needed that person to encourage him, and because in his mind he's like, I don't got it right now. I haven't made it yet, but when I make it, we gonna be good.
Yeah.
And sometimes to a man, it's like if we have this dream and we have this goal we want to exceed, and if you're not giving that support and everything that we need, we're gonna feel like, oh, what dang, like I guess my dreams ain't worth it. I'm not enough.
Yeah.
So let's just go on. And then sometimes you getting out of that situation causes you to have that success.
Facts. I want to hear from the young ladies real quick, man. We had some people that was making faces or whatnot, so I wanted to make sure they chime in. So, what are y'all thoughts on how y'all feel, ladies? Y'all think that man is wrong for leaving that young lady from not having anything to making over $500,000 a year? So he's found some level of success, and he ended up dumping her and getting with a new chick. Y'all think he's wrong for that? And speak your piece. Speak your piece. I don't want to hear no cap answer. You know, I don't.
No. No, I don't think he's wrong because I feel as if she would have stuck around a little longer if she hadn't listened to her family. Her family was in her ear about him not doing anything. So it was her fault.
Bro, we seen you over there making some faces, man. We're gonna go and let you chime in. Do you think that guy is wrong if they go from staying in a trailer or a little 1-bedroom little studio to now he making $500K and he done got him a new little chick on his arm? Think he wrong?
I feel that it really would go hand in hand if she was not supporting him and if she was, telling him, just give up. Like in the Bible when Job was going through his trials and his wife was telling him, just curse God. And he was like, what? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If that was the case, then he had all rights to leave her. But I feel that if she is supporting him, she's like, go do what you want to do. Go live your dream, and I'll be right here with you. I feel that if he still left her, she needs some of that money he making now.
You can put something in those bags for you send me. Hell no. What do you think, Tina? What are your thoughts on this?
I don't think he's wrong at all. If he, because I feel like if you take away her presence, he was going to make it. Like, because even though she was like not being supportive and bad, complaining about everything, he still made his way through. But, well, not but. He would have, I feel like he would have stayed with her if she did was by his side and stuff like that. He would look, you was down with me when I was down. So now that I'm up, we're up. But you wasn't down with me when I was down. So now that I'm up, you gone.
Thanks. All right. I did have one more, man. One more question. Does your spouse or partner have control over what you wear? That's the last question of the day. Let me tell you something. Making faces. Go ahead, player. All right, go ahead.
Apparently, I cannot have a reaction, Katie. I'm just saying. Well, in my mind, I feel that to a certain extent, yes. If she is like wearing like very revealing, you still have to be modest, yes. But I feel that in his mind, he should be like, some guys can look, but I'm taking that home. Like, that's my girl. You feel me? That's how I view it. And it's always nice for your girl to look her best because that's your girl. And if you look good, she gotta look good. And if she look good, you look good. I feel like you gotta compliment each other.
All right, okay. Go ahead, Mish.
That's kind of what I was saying. Was thinking too. But if I'm not with him,
Mhm.
I have to present myself in a more better, like not show too much. But long as we together, yeah, tell me I look good. Like it shouldn't matter.
Okay. Team, does your spouse or partner have control over what you wear? This was a yes or no question. Then we was gonna dive into it.
Oh,
Expound on it a little bit. I mean, hey, if that's what y'all want to do, go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't gonna stop
Oh,
you.
I feel like it's okay. Yeah, I definitely. Okay, so are we expanding on it now?
Well, I was gonna ask Kobe real
Oh,
quick.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm actually speaking to it from a male to a female's perspective. Like, does a man have control over what you wear? Kobe, what do you think? Do you feel like you should have control over what your girl wears?
I'm guessing no.
Okay, all right. You say you're guessing no, or you're saying no?
I'm yes and no.
Yes and no. If you would have to go with one or the other, which one would you go with? 1% of the time.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. All right. So to the women, right? To the women, Misha, let's say for instance, right, you just got a bomb freaking outfit, right? You just spent $500 on, your top. You spent $1,000 on your shoes or whatever. You ready to go out, and you come to the door, and your man say that's not acceptable. You need to go back in and change. What you gonna say?
I'm sorry, baby. I feel good about myself. We're together. I feel comfortable. I have to wear it. Not if I'm feeling myself. No, I'm going to wear it.
Okay. All right.
We're together. It shouldn't be no worries.
Okay, I got you. Well, if you just bought a dope outfit, you done spent, $500 on the top, $1,000 on the shoes, you got your accessories, everything ready to go out or whatever. Just about to leave. You're just about to walk out the house, and your man say, I don't like what you got on. You need to go back in the house and change. What you gonna do?
I would first ask why. Don't you like my outfit? I would ask that because
I mean, he told you he wants you to go change, so obviously, yeah, he feeling it.
And then I probably would ask. I would say, how can we meet in the middle? Because I already spent a lot of money on this fit, and either I'm wearing half of it or I'm wearing all of it.
Okay. All right. Team, you got on a bomb outfit. You know what I'm saying? You know, spent $500-$600 for the top. $1,000 for the shoes, everything. You about to walk out the house, and your man tell you, I don't like what you got on. You need to go back in the house and change. What's gonna be your response?
So I'm gonna have to backtrack here. If you with this man, you should I feel like you should kind of know his style on what he likes to see you in.
Yeah, but hold on, wait. We don't want to. We kind of want you to answer the question, right? Again, that man, you about to walk out the door. I appreciate you trying to backtrack, but hell no, we going through this door. All right. So that man, you about to walk out. He say, I don't like what you got on. You need to go change. What is your response?
All right. I'm gonna go change.
All right. Okay, Kobe. Your girl got on a dope outfit. I'm talking about head to toe. She looking fire, right? You don't like what she got on, and you tell her to go change. Like, what do you think that her response is going to be, or how would you like for her to respond? If you don't like how her outfit is,
if I said I don't like it, she's gonna go change.
okay. So what would you like for her response to be? Like, just okay, or
no problem. Because I think Sometimes I would say, like Rose said, either meet in the middle, depending on what the outfit looks like, and
You just want to go
also,
take. Yeah, you just tell them, hey, go. I don't like none of that ish.
oh
Take it
yeah,
off and go change.
it ain't gonna really be no response to it. She's just gonna go change, man.
Interesting. All right. So we done all right. We done heard from the top of the panel or what. Now we're gonna go back down here to the bottom real quick. Okay, come on in here. All right. So to the young ladies that's basically saying no. I'm curious as to why. Why would they be any pushback? Why would they be any pushback to your man asking you to change? Because Misha, she just flat out said, heck no. Motherfucker, hey, listen, you see how good I look at this outfit? I'm going. We might not be going, but I'm going. So, Misha, I'm curious. Why is that? Why are there gonna be not even no pushback? It's just a flat out nah, player. We ain't rocking like that. So a man has no say so in the matter. I think you still muted. So a guy has no say so. Hold on, wait a minute. You still. I think you're still muted. You're still muted. You have to unmute yourself. There you go. All right.
Yes, he have say so, and I went in, but it's just we're together, and I feel good in it. I feel good about myself, and I don't know, like if it's just, I don't know. It's just if I feel good in it, I'm gonna wear it, but it's not gonna be too revealing, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Gotcha.
Because if they had on something that we didn't approve of, or women didn't approve of, they're gonna wear it.
But see,
Like
here's
what? Like what?
That's how I see it.
Like what?
Like gray sweatpants.
Gray sweatpants. Y'all going out? Why in the world?
That's
Like anything. Like gray sweatpants. Like
But see, here's the thing. This is why I continue to say that
crickets.
are different. Men are different from women, right? Because as a man, when you are on my arm, I am your protector, right? So if we are going out and I don't like your outfit for whatever reason, it could be, I could deem it as being revealing or whatever. I got the mindset of a man. Men are predators. And I know how men think. I'm not saying that, just because you got on something that a guy's not going to approach you. But when you're dressing like that, when you got your cleavage out, your butt out or whatever, it's more likely that a guy would approach you and try to do something. So let me go ahead and be that protector and be that leader and tell you that I think that you should change. He didn't say, hey, you need to take your butt back in the house or anything like that. No, I think that you should go back in that house and change. And so we've been having pushbacks. So I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna go ahead and go to you, Rod. I know you was over there putting your lotion up. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and expound on that thing real quick, because you said you wanted to meet like halfway, right? Like
I feel that it's more so, I understand what you're saying. As the man, you're wanting to be the protector, and you know how a man will think when you see what your girl is wearing. Yes. And I feel that if you're with me, then I will feel more comfortable in what I'm wearing because you are there to protect me. But I feel with more to expand on the compromise answer that I gave, I feel that you saying that I spent all this money on this outfit.
Mm-hmm.
We both know I spent all this money on this outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I trying to take off this outfit that I spent so much money on? You know what I mean? It's like, and if we're taking the money out of the outfit, and if I feel that I look good in the outfit, and you think like, oh, maybe her shirt looks a certain kind of way, it's too revealing. Okay, what if I put on this nice jean jacket to go with it? You know what I mean? It's just like, if my skirt's too long, too short, I'll put on like something to go with it. It's not that I'm flat out saying no. I just feel that I don't want to go out looking frumpy, looking ugly, I guess you could say.
So I'm hoping you got some other clothes in your closet, you know what I'm saying, that you can put on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Not that. Exactly. This is what it all boils down to. I want women to honestly understand this. When it comes to men, things can escalate very, very quickly. So if a man, again, you saying that, listen, I hear what you're saying, but I still want to go out and I still want to wear this. And a guy that's looking at you, let's say, for instance, the guy go get, babe, I'm going to go grab some popcorn, some drink, just stand right here or whatever. A guy approach you, tap you on your butt. It's that guy's job now to protect, right? And say, for instance, that guy got a gun, that other guy got a gun or a weapon or anything. Things just escalated very, very quickly. And it could honestly depend on what you have on, how you are presenting yourself to the world. So you're telling us that $1,500 is more important than your man's life?
Don't let drinks get involved. If it's at a party,
that part,
and drinks are involved, oh yeah, like he don't. If you wearing something revealing and he like what he see, and you got liquor in your system, that is not gonna stop that man from saying something or trying to be very touchy feely with you.
So I'm curious, Ro, because you were saying something about that being an expensive outfit. We're gonna keep coming back to you, player, and this comment was for you. So you're telling me that outfit is worth your man's life if he tell you to go back and change. I want y'all to understand how heavy this thing can honestly be, because we don't really look at, again, a guy, the way that we think is logic. We're always trying to look at the bigger picture. This is the person that I'm protecting. When we step outside this house, I'm protecting you with my life. And I don't want you to think that it's honestly okay for you to just disregard what I just said and think that you're still going to be up under my protection. Why in the world would I continue to protect somebody that's not listening? So, yeah.
Think about it. When the Carrie can say himself, when you go out in public and you see women out there in grocery stores, just walking around in parks, what do you see women wearing at all times?
Tights,
booty shorts, or biker shorts, if you want to call it. Don't let it be sundress season.
Oh Lord.
I'm just being real, because when we are literally, we are visual. Anything we see and it looks good, we going after it.
Men are hunters. And
it don't matter. It just is
them legs, that butt out, they looking at it like, hey, that's prey right there, fam. The more you showing, the more they looking. Oh. They got real quiet, haven't it? Hey, they got real quiet.
Because he's saying, it's true. Because I'm not gonna sit here and not say that, y'all said about us wearing gray sweatpants, but how often do you really see a woman come up to us of us wearing gray sweatpants? It's really rare.
They women are vicious, man. They have their way of trapping. I will say this again to speak to the other side of the thing. Listen, we can easily just we can push a woman down. Like, you ain't taking nothing from me. The average man don't have to worry about the average young lady coming up and kind of forcing herself on him. We can handle ourselves. But when it comes to the other side of the thing, again, when it comes to women, the average male versus the average woman, I don't want to get into it, but yeah, it's a lot different, man. Yeah, they done got quiet over the Trinity Project. They got quiet.
I'm quiet because I agree with what's being said, that I'm going to use the stressful word. It's a little bit more stressful on the men when you have a woman out here that's, she's your woman and she's out here revealing and knowing how men think or how other men think. It could get real serious. Like how Kobe was saying, you might be out drinking, and another man get that liquid courage. Now y'all out here brawling, shooting, stuff like that. So I feel like the goal is to stop that at the door. Yes, you might have this $1,500 outfit on and you look good, you feel good, which is a good thing. But just to keep that, it may cause a argument at home, but Sierra make it hard. I don't know what that is. But yeah, like
what?
I don't get what that is.
Yeah, make it hard for us.
She's talking about the football player's wife.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. Oh, Russell Wilson and Sierra. Oh yeah, hold on, wait. Now Sierra make it hard for. Yeah, now see again, I don't know. I don't agree with that. Some of them outfits that Sierra be wearing. Like I feel like, yeah, she be doing too much. Ain't nowhere in the world a young lady that's my wife. But again, they still talk about how soft Russell Wilson is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even the people on his team ain't even got no respect for that dude, man. Seahawks.
So what?
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna ask our women this. So the outfit that Keke Palmer wore to the Usher concert, where that whole thing went on, do you think that outfit is acceptable to wear out?
Let me look up the outfit because I did forget.
Have anybody else seen it? Amish?
No, I'm trying to look it up now. I didn't see it.
I can pull it up on so everybody be able to see. Let me go ahead and work my magic. Here we go. Right here. Y'all see it? There you go. Yeah, there she go right there. That was her at the Usher concert. Hold on. Yeah, that was her at the Usher concert. Y'all see it?
Mm-hmm.
Look at her. Just random.
I don't like the outfit. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty, yes, but it's too revealing for me.
It's not appropriate.
Ain't no way in the hell. Ain't no
But I will look. I'm not gonna sit here and say, look, because like I'm a dude, so I'm gonna be honest. She did look beautiful in the outfit, but I'm all I'm gonna say is it revealing? Yes. Should she wore that out? No. But the whole situation with the dude, like you can see how that whole thing turned out.
Yeah.
And one thing I would not do in that situation is blast my lady online. That's something you could have just discussed in person. You know what I'm saying?
He's not the man that he's supposed to be, man. Because she shouldn't even walk out the house looking like. I mean, she should have already knew from jump what type of guy she was dealing with. This right here would have pissed me off so bad. Look at Usher. Look at him. Look at him. You mother boy. Hey, man. Ain't no way in the hell. I'm whooping everybody. Yo, that's crazy, dog. Ain't no way. But again, that goes back to me telling the guys, man, you're not the man that you're supposed to be. If your woman thinks that this is okay, she steps out the house like this, yeah, it's something going on with you, fam. That stuff should have been checked before she even left out the house. Damn it. Listen, I'm opening up Amazon packet. What the hell is this? Where you wearing this to? You great, man. Don't tell me. Let me take that back, man. Get you one of them little nun outfits. That's what you put on. That's what you wear. Yo, what's going on? One of my guys from our drone pilot class. What's going on, man? You actually caught the tail end of it, man. We're actually about to end it right now. Does anybody have anything else that they want to add before we get up out of here? I know everybody got to go back to their block. I know Tina got to fly back out to Paris. Oh, about to go out there and sell some drugs. Ro about to go get her bottle of lotion. And then Kobe about to go get beat down by Mr. B. No, I heard what you said on the podcast. I heard. No, I'm joking. Anybody got anything else that they want to add? Anybody? I ain't going again. What I tell you. Camera went out. All right, man. So that's it for the day, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I appreciate everybody that came out, that took the time to come out, man. Thank you guys so much, man. We appreciate y'all for blessing us with y'all presence. All right. And remember, we will be going live again Friday. Check us out on Friday, man. We'll be doing the Truthh Podcast again. Before we get up out of here, I want to give another shout out to the sponsor of this podcast, Magic Mind, and my boy Pius. Link will be down in the description below for y'all to go check out that, man. Shout out to my dog. Anyway, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. As a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the rain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up and then we're going to try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all, please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa.